Hello all and welcome. This is Dice of Ages presenting CrestVahllen Campaign 3. I'm your not so humble Dungeon Master TJ, and we were talking about streaming services and silly stuff like that, and how
crappy it is that there's like a dozen of them now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So many.
But you know,
and they're no longer like $5 a piece. Now they're like $20 a piece.
I will die before I get Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get CNN Plus though. That's where it's at.
the CBS Plus or something like that.
Paramount Plus is great. I love it.
You gotta watch it.
It's like
It's where Survivor is.
I've been watching.
straight.
I've been watching Star Trek Lower Decks.
Always on
Or you
Paramount
could
Plus.
watch the new iCarly.
Or I've started watching Amazing Race now too, which
Ooh,
is
Amazing Race is good.
It's been good.
Is your mic okay, Malik? Is it close enough to you?
Yeah,
Or-
it's fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the new iCarly, you Carly.
Us, Carly.
Have y'all read the Jeanette McCurdy's book?
No, not
My Mom
yet.
Died?
I've listened to the
I
audiobook.
did too. That book was fucking insane. I have to recommend
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I've been wanting to. I have it. I
It's
just
very good.
have no time.
Okay.
Amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm your not so humble Dungeon Master. Let's go around the table. I have the distinct pleasure of joining me at the table, Adam.
I'm Adam. I play the CL Warlock in this campaign. I am Bastion. And I'm ready to swim out of here as fast as possible.
I'm Theo. I play Pip Thistle, the Goblin Wizard, and I don't know. I want to buy more paper. I could stay, maybe.
Pip's all about his paper.
Yeah, I'm here for the paper.
They enjoy being a
And
deputy.
You just eat it all.
Come for the safety, stay for the paper.
I'm Malik. I'm playing Len, a Dampier Ranger, and he's just gotten into My Chemical Romance.
Wait, wasn't there just a
He's
show?
going through his goth phase.
Wasn't there just a My Chemical Romance show in
I don't
Denver?
know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
There's
they're,
one
they're
coming up.
performing recently.
No,
my
there
sister
just
who lives
was
in
one.
Washington State just saw them recently.
Oh,
There
nice.
just was one. Like, I feel like
kinda
there
jealous.
just was one in Denver. Anyway, whatever.
Also, I'm Rhiannon, playing Maverin, or Maeve, and I see the small one is back. Pap and Pickle Boy.
Pap and Pickle Boy. It's forever Pap and Pickle Boy.
No, it is not!
The Adventures of Pap and
Yeah.
Pickle Boy.
That's a Fanboy and Chum Chum spin-off show.
No!
Today we learned.
On top of that,
learned
Maeve
nothing
just
from
like
the baby.
addresses the wrong
Nothing
ones.
at all.
Oh, you like Pap,
Yes.
and the armadillo just like.
What are you talking about?
No emotional breakthrough to that.
Oh my
love it.
God.
Like Time Apart has not, like the heart did not, or absence did not make the heart grow fonder. That's the word.
Didn't make Pip's heart grow fonder at all.
Great. I love how there's this out of game like it's just playful, and then Theo's like, I'll kill you.
Playing the nicest character known to man. I'm Dan. I play Stjerne, a Circle of the Stars Kalistar druid. And I feel like I just tripped on acid like all of last session, and I feel like it's whenever someone like smoked weed in their like teens, but then they like try the new stuff and they're like, I can still hang, and then they can't. That's what happened to me last time.
Bro,
You have to like
this
focus
ain't
on
shit.
not dying.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs,
so
kids.
much, so much.
Unless the drugs are legal.
Drugs
Or if you won't get caught.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Alex. I play Oscar Goodmeadow, a halfling monk, Way of the Kensei, and I'm getting kind of tired of this forest. Keep trying to find a spot to relax, and like, it does not happen.
Nope.
That's not gonna happen today. He ain't gonna fucking relax today.
It happened today.
These taste exactly like those biodegradable packing peanuts.
They do
With
not.
a little cheese
Delicious.
sprinkled on them.
Yeah, no,
It's
they do
pirate's
that.
booty and it's delicious. Don't. That's what my
Just like
One
the
hitter.
biodegradable
Yeah,
packing
move that
peanuts.
I love
rock.
those.
That's supposed to be a
Oh my
rock
gosh,
there.
I'm
Why did
gonna-
you move that?
Well, I'm just gonna be
There
over
for a
here eating this pirate's booty.
Damn, son. Shit.
Great.
Same.
Terrible name.
So, we had a couple little computer troubles and a little fiasco, and I almost had a breakdown before this, so it's okay. But the computer's working, and so I didn't have time to write a recap. So we're just gonna fudge it. We're gonna fudge it, and I'll try to do it in a minute and 37 seconds. Is how long the song goes until it drops, because I've done it hundreds of times. So, anything else? Oh, right. Don't forget. Follow us on. Don't forget to be a patron on our Patreon. Our prices just went down, so you can help support us just by $1. So it's only $3 a month to see all of our extra content, all of our post-session talks, and some of our other cool stuff, and get early access to some of our videos. Coming in the new year or in the next couple of months, we're going to be having a little bit of a more of a buffer zone. So when we actually stream them, we'll be releasing them up to 2 weeks later rather than the next week, so that we can give ourselves, so we're not pulling our hair out trying to do editing and all that jazz, and we give ourselves a little bit more of a buffer zone. So those of you who have early access can get access to them as soon as they're done being edited, so about the same schedule. And you also get access to some cool other stuff, like access to our Discord server, where we have all our combat maps and cool pictures of all the minis that we use, and recaps of every session, and there's chats where you can talk with the cast and yada yada, all this other stuff. And even in the highest tier, you can send requests for NPCs that I will write into the story, and when appropriate and as time allows. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the good stuff. TikTok, we've got some cool short form videos that Noelle and I do up there. We try to keep regular with that and do some D&D jokes and stuff. Yeah, follow us on all that jazz. I think that's it. Yep. Great. So do you want to play some D&D?
Yep.
Let's do it.
What's D&D?
Why am I here?
Where am I?
What's going on?
There's also that feeling though, wait, what
Who am I?
I'm like, oh honey, sit down. You're gonna have a blast.
What are
The
these
hardest part is
chains around my
starting.
ankle?
I have
Why
seen
can't I leave?
No dragons.
TJ, please.
I think
let
I'm
me
gonna
leave.
change my whenever I'm in my starry form. I'm just gonna sound like Jennifer Coolidge.
What? Why? Is that a character decision now?
Let him
Well,
cook.
I mean,
Let him cook.
We'll see.
It's your foam on
My foam?
your mic.
Oh, so weird. I was like, is there
I love how you touched your
foam
face.
on my
I'm like,
face? I was
what
like,
up?
what do you-
How often are you wearing fake beards, man?
pretty often. This is actually all fake.
Okay, great.
It's like,
So
I'm gonna shoot an arrow at you. It's like the 4th of July.
Oh, Jesus.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Oh my god.
And why?
I love doing that voice. Jennifer Coolidge's voice is so funny
Fair
to me.
enough.
okay, so anyway, I'm gonna turn this up just a tad too while I'm doing this. Oh my God! Well, that's gonna happen
I'm so
again.
sorry. I gotta
anyway,
shoot you.
Last time, some of you guys went shopping, and some of you split off and went to go help with the preparing the palisades for the walls. And some of you did some woodwork. Maeve and Stjerne went into the woods and did some woodwork. You guys did some great job. You got us some palisades, but while you were in there, the fog rolled in and you noticed this ancient creature, or at least this old creature that looked like a very exaggerated elf. And you guys figured out later on that it was an Eladrin, what seemed to look like some sort of spring or summer Eladrin. And you just were like, okay, we tried to speak Sylvan to it, but then you backed out and got out of there as the fog started to densely surround the whole area. Some of you, the doubling ended up splitting, very gremlin style, if you get it wet kind of thing. And after eating a liquid and its polka dots popping off and becoming a bunch of other different fey creatures that you had to destroy, including a Baga, which was if you look at it, it gets powerful and it's really weird and it's like an abscess of space. You end up defeating all that, going back to the Farron and telling, hey, we defeated this, and letting them know. And then you guys, the consensus was, well, we should probably get out of here. Well, should we talk? So we should talk to the Cherry. So you go to where the Cherry are, but there's just a bunch of animals there. You guys see the Black Panther, and you see this Galapagos tortoise that approaches you. You handshake the Galapagos tortoise, have a weird trip of possibly maybe your past lives, or you're not sure, before you wake up almost dead. And they said, welcome, Ashana. Welcome back to CrestVahllen.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
It's pretty good freehand. Not gonna lie.
Go lesbian.
I used to
Go
do it
piss, girl.
freehand all of the time before we started recording, and
What do you got? Ooh, those are
okay, and then so we'll
It's
bring
owl
it back
flavored.
down now.
It's owl flavor.
All right, so
Yummy.
Tastes like mice bones.
Oh,
all
I
right,
wish.
a delicacy.
so good.
The texture is just not the same.
So you are so Stjerne, after your weird vision quest trip where you felt like it wasn't a dream, but you were in these other bodies, but you also felt like every single one that you were in, you were terrified, you were trying to flee from something, and then you were on the ship at one point among a sea of stars, and you were stabbed by somebody that says, "Caught you dreaming," and there you were. Oh, remind me of another one.
I was pregnant.
Somebody was giving birth.
Before that one.
Do.
There
All
was
right,
a
so a
portal.
meteorite hit a ship. Some more hit a mast. Yeah, duelist. I mean, that was the first thing. I got dragged back. I had long blonde hair.
Right. Okay. So I think between those two, you were like a mass of light, like streaking through the stars, as trying to run from this like abyss that just
Darkness,
like there
yeah.
were no stars.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just blotted out, so it looked like it was just van to black everywhere. But like in front of you, there were stars because you were like in space. But behind you, there was just nothing. Like no photons were coming from that direction, and it was like creeping as stars kept twinkling, blinking out as it was like spreading, and you were like a fifth dimensional being, like amorphous, just kind of streaking through the sky, trying to escape this black van of darkness. And then, boom! Yes, you were pregnant, hurt, big belly, blonde, being dragged by what looked like some sort of bird-like creature through a portal, trying to run away from a tide of massive like tidal wave of undead creatures, and this faceless like blue ethereal cracking figure walks through from the other side of the portal, throws up this massive shield as it's like sacrificing its essence to do so, and you come only halfway through the portal before on the other side someone turns a key and the portal locks and it freezes, and you give birth to something on the other end, and whoever and like this individual cared for you and dragged you through, but was carried off, and you don't know what happened, and you kind of passed out. And you wake up. While this is happening, all you guys are trying to figure out what's going on. He's not breathing. He has no pulse. He's full on dying. His spirit has left his body. You guys try putting powder and potions into his mouth, and nothing seems to work, as his astral self hasn't returned to his body yet. So it's like it's too far apart, and he could die, and like he can't handle what's going on. So you guys think one word among yourselves as you try to pull them back from the brink, and eventually you find your way home by the light of your friends or your companions or your traveling party, and you find yourself back into your body, and you breathe, and you sit up, and all of you guys feel fucked up just from the experience, emotionally exhausted at the very least. And where the Galapagos turtle was, there's now a female wood elf standing there that says, "Welcome, Beshana." And that's where we left off. Pip, I'm gonna say you probably kind of like,
When I crashed through the wall of that store,
Oh, right.
he was in there, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey."
because your hands were like with the Galapagos stump or paw or whatever they have, whatever that's called.
Like a fin.
They have,
Foot pad?
They have,
Flipper.
Fingers.
They have hands.
It's actually called something because elephants have the same thing. It's called a trunk, or no,
No,
it's
no.
called I can't remember, a stem. I don't know, but it's I don't know. Your stems. But yeah, Bastion tried to pull you
That's
off,
what I call
like,
a
trying to
woman
pull them
stem.
apart, and he did kind of succeed,
No,
but at the
I
same.
cast remove curse.
Oh, you cast remove curse, but it bounced back at him because the whatever was happening was so powerful, and it was like contained in something that he got pushed like across the road, completely across the road, and bashed into and crashed into a window of like a tavern across the way, or like of a family eating like dinner and like you heard that and walked out with like your bonbon and your stack of paper, and you see your friends or your companions or your new traveling companions there over him as he's like looks super kind of like messed up, haggard, talking about this. So they're just like maybe 60 feet away as you're witnessing what looks like someone almost dying, as Bastion pulls himself out of this tavern with like pulling glass out of his arm. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, what the heck? What the heck's going on?
You shuffle on over.
A lot of things. Hello.
Ignore.
Pilk.
I'm just ignoring.
God, this is
Oscar,
really
what's going on? What happened?
Stjerne almost fucking died.
What?
He
How?
touched a turtle.
Yeah, Oscar's still like sitting down on the ground, like starfished, exhausted after that.
What happened?
The turtle touched him.
Where's the turtle?
Show me on the doll where the turtle touched you.
The lady right there was a turtle.
Oh,
It seems that friend Stjerne went on a little spiritual journey of some kind and almost died.
That was fucking crazy. What was that?
The astral projected him.
I don't quite know myself. Only you. All I know is that you didn't know yourself, and I cracked the window.
I'm gonna lean to Pip and be like, "See, this is what happens when you mingle with tortoises. Do not speak to tortoises, or this will happen to you."
Was that supposed to?
Kind of like pop their hip out and put their arm on their like.
but I like.
Was that supposed to kill
tortoises.
him? Or was that
Wasn't sure exactly what it is. I've never seen one so strong before, but I don't know. It's not a prescribed function to the end of what it is. All I did is that
so?
I recognized the kinship in him. I opened the window, or at least cracked the window, so that they may know themselves better. But not even I know what that was.
You almost killed him. Is what
Astral
it was.
projection.
My deepest apologies. It was not the intent. It was more of to be able to help him know himself better, open himself to a door that I have been seen, that I could tell was closed, or again a window that was closed, but that has never happened before. And I have to admit, I am myself quite strained. I have had to exit my form.
I mean, have you seen anything like, or just anything similar to what's inside?
I no, but I can tell you that whatever it is felt broken, incomplete, separated from the whole.
Well, my question is, what
You're-
makes Stjerne so special?
There is more in your name than maybe you do realize it, maybe you don't, but I believe your name is. You're not the only one inside your head.
So, correcto mundo.
I sensed something. I worried that if it was some sort of fake creature that latched onto you, seeking a home. There are some psychic fae that do such things, and I attempted to try to separate you, hopefully for the betterment of both of you. Therefore, I wasn't sure if it was mutual or parasitic, or so. But this is something far stronger than that.
It's
I thought I was doing you a favor, but I apologize. And they like kind of wobble, their knees wobble, and they follow, drop to a knee for a moment, and they say, "Pardon me, that was quite draining for me as well."
okay. Just ask. Maybe that'll be cool. I'm chill now.
I
Like
put
everything's
my
totally.
hand out. I thought that was you.
I didn't realize I was going to be astral projected out of my body and then almost like seizure to death.
I
I thought we were just.
I thought I was just going to help you know yourself or expunge something that didn't belong.
Okay, for sure. Just miscommunication, which is something we can work on maybe for the future.
That's a good point. Can you make notes? And the jaguar, like Animorph style, transforms into like a dark skinned, like very very deep camouflage wood elf with like fully black eyes, like no irises, no sclera, just like fully black eyes. And pulls out like what looks like some sort of vellum and starts taking some notes with a quill.
See, now that makes sense. Now that makes sense. Dark and brooding, that makes sense. I see that now.
Just kind of nods. So
Stjerne, what you did was incredibly dangerous.
This is fucking crazy. Oh, yeah.
The monks at the temple have the ability to do this, but you don't touch that until you become a master. This
But-
is not something lightly taught or attempted. But
you are a member of the monkish temples.
I am
What order do you belong to?
the open hoof.
So you are from the east in the mountains, yes?
It's been quite the journey.
Have you had contact with the monks in this area?
I have not yet. Are they close? Still trying to track down their whereabouts.
Close is relative. They are quite closer than your temple. I have met a few on an occasion.
Do you know the location?
I can point you in the right direction.
Okay.
It is past the Flamewood, however. So it is quite the dangerous journey. Unless you are able to catch
Seems-
one on pilgrimage.
It seems everywhere in this forest is a dangerous journey.
Yes, it has become more and more dangerous as of late, almost as it is coming alive and obstreperous to all of its other denizens, as though it does not recognize that other things and people live here and wants to reclaim it for its own. And we have sensed this far more recently.
Yes, hazardous to denizens and travelers alike.
Indeed. It is most of what we can do to try to stay ahead and flee. And as I'm sure you know, many of the other, if you have encountered others like us, of the nomadic pods that move around in order to stay ahead of those types of things and make sure that they are not hunted, we decide to find safety among the people that we can cooperate here, and they dub us the Cherry. But it seems almost as though it may be time for us to move on as well, because even here it may not be safe. So it is regrettable, but we don't. There are
That kind of brings up the topic of why we wanted to talk to you.
Good
Yes.
segue.
Please understand, there's a reason why we are so reserved with our conversation and communication, discourse, associations.
I can understand.
Just
it.
something to work on again. Just something.
It's more for our safety and for our people's safety.
For
It's
sure,
just
for
a
sure.
lot part of tradition, but I saw something in you that I recognized as you who taught you to communicate with the wood.
I was trained by Vox Mentis, which I was actually going to ask you about if you knew anything about that group of druidic people, or anything about Audit Mundi. That would be greatly appreciated.
The Vox Ventis I have heard of. They are a group of mental soldiers and druids that live literally across the continent in the exact opposite corner of the continent. If we were in one corner of the world, they are all the way there. I have heard tales and stories. I have never met one myself. Never journeyed quite that far. But the Audit Mundi, I'm afraid not. I do not know that name. But you said the Voxment has trained you.
Yes, correct.
Then they are also quite isolationist as well. Why are you all the way over here?
So pretty much, whenever I was doing my training, I was isolated. Kind of like middle of woods. Very cold. First off, very cold. But and then one day, I literally just, I think the thing that you were trying to separate, or whatever, shot into me and literally flew me all across the land and dropped me right in the middle of nowhere at the exact opposite side of,
Well,
as far away as I could possibly get from my home, apparently.
I was able to catch glimpses of what I believe you saw.
Mhm.
We saw through the same eyes, I believe. We had to join in the way for me to try to separate. If what you say is what transported you, if what we saw and how fast it can move, and how far it has traveled, such a distance may be insignificant to it. Have you tried asking it to return you?
Ugh, I mean, I've tried to...
Can you communicate with it?
Not at this moment. I've tried many a times to get in...
You had that moment where you were in that white space with it kind of floating. And
yeah, more
tendrils.
recently, but before
Right.
that, it
Right, yeah,
just
of course.
hasn't been anything.
Yeah, you've just had the abilities that the Kalashtar abilities of being able to speak with your mind innately. Just
Yeah.
realizing that that's what was happening. Wasn't there a time that you fell from the sky?
That's what...
In a dream.
oh, yeah, my...
But you literally
quote-unquote-
fell from the sky. You got transported up into the sky and started falling and hit a bush.
Yeah, I
That was,
can't remember.
the third
that,
session.
That was
wasn't
third
Yeah.
session. It was I was watching over. I got a little glimpse
your-
of my family.
it? You were outside your shack.
Yeah, and I tried to grow a little flower, and it grew. And then immediately after, I was like, "All right, you're falling."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" And I just wake up in a cold sweat or whatever.
Right.
Other than that, it hasn't been talking.
Right.
So
What I sensed is that it is whatever you share that space with is broken, incomplete. And when something is broken, it is often not dissimilar when a cub is separated from its family. It is scared and retreats, or often acts like a cornered animal. So if we apply the same logic to what is in your mind, if it is indeed a living thing, an animal or whatever it may be, it may be scared. It may be not sure of even what itself it is, if it is not. You said you have children?
yes, 2.
Imagine what it would feel if your, I'm guessing, daughter?
Son and daughter.
Imagine how it would feel if your daughter was separated in the woods from you. And no matter how loud they screamed, or how much they ran, they could not find you. That is the feeling that I am getting from this in you.
Do you
Broken,
think-
separated.
Do you think that this is the thing that was possibly birthed from? Because you said you saw, right?
Yes, I don't know. That was, from what I could tell, it looked like a flesh and blood human.
Yeah,
That
but
was
I mean,
given-
I don't know if it took any other forms or
I have never seen such a thing. So, well, I can't say entirely. The gateway, that's portal,
Yes.
there are such things that exist. But I have only experienced ones that take us to the home of the Fae. I have not experienced ones that take people to whatever that was.
Because I was about to say, I was like, that is not fair at all. That did not. I was not getting fair vibes from the
Neither
portal.
was I, where the sky is the ground and it goes all around. Never experienced that before.
Do the hokey pokey.
Is that some kind of ritual?
Yeah, it's a long, complicated ritual. You have to really get it right, or else it just goes all wacko. Many friends have died trying to do it.
it's all about.
I'm okay with this, really. I'm okay with this running joke. Well, I assume that you, as you had mentioned, your predicament isn't the only reason why you are here.
Yes.
We, so, sort of a long story. We started working for Desorna, way down in Balmoral. Don't know if you know her.
I am familiar. She used to be part of the charity before she decided to have her own community.
Understood. From there, we were solving some of the problems they had there in town. Got hooked up with the cops and the Wheeled Weaver.
Yes. One of the reasons why we chose to not be nomadic paws is to try to separate ourselves from the cops.
Well, the same problems that we had seen in Balmoral were also plaguing the people of the forest. So
well,
we've been making our way trying to find answers to the corruption that seems to be plaguing the others of your kind, of your peoples.
I understand. Well,
We are trying to go north.
and you came to us because you want to come with us.
The Farron said with the lockdown going on,
Yes.
we can't really get out of town.
That is by design, of course, although we have our ways.
But if perhaps we had one of your peoples guiding us, they might let us out.
So you come to us looking for a favor.
Potentially.
Not a favor, assistance.
And seeing as you almost killed one of our friends, maybe we could just call it even.
As regrettable as that was, they put
Maybe
their
it's
head
a
down
sign
for a
of good
moment.
faith.
They put their head down for a moment and
Yeah,
pondered.
do you have insurance or
I'm sorry?
you have insurance?
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 Doesn't look good for you then.
You
Insurance.
This whole sewer is full of ants.
This whole sewer is for yeah, that's funny. And
you
they
you may
turn to
be
the scribe for a moment and they look and they're like,
you may have separated yourselves, but the forests are still your home, yes?
yes,
And we're
of course.
we're trying to help heal your home. The guardians themselves are corrupted.
And they turn with a much sterner look towards the individual with the book now that seems to be writing the black.
The one that was a panther.
Yeah, the
or
one that was a
whatever.
panther. And they, the book kind of rests now. They like pull it down and it rests slower on their hip as the quill kind of goes down.
Do you
What do you
know
know of these guardians?
we tried to save one.
You encountered one.
One of the lesser ones. It was infected.
It's gonna be. We were forced to flee.
How?
There's some sort of black Icarus substance seeping out of the deep old places, infecting things. The beasts, the guardians, everything.
While they're talking, they're like gesturing, and the panther individual continues now scribbling, writing, and now pulling back and looking through pages and poring over like more and more details, like going back, way back, and so much so that they close a book and it like turns into a butterfly and flies away, and another butterfly lands on their hand, and it turns into a book, and they start going back.
As I said, there's many problems in the South, and we're trying to find answers. We're trying to help your people.
You see the panther individual come up and tap the female wood up on the shoulder and like pull the book and show. And there looks to be a cross-hatch sketch of the resin creature that you encountered in that old elven like tomb-like thing.
Yeah.
With that seal there.
That's the one.
You have
Yes.
encountered such things.
Yes, correct.
We sealed one of them back into its pit.
The
This
seal
is-
had been broken.
This is an ancient evil that has gone. This is real. You have encountered this for real.
Yes.
This is myth. Ancient evil sealed away long ago.
Not myth. Real.
I'm very much fact.
And from what we can tell, there's more than one of them. And they are,
More than one that there is three.
well, the one we sealed up hadn't spread too far, but the further we traveled, the
Start
more of
flipping
this
through.
substance we found.
It was said that they were darkness incarnate and that they would devour the world, but they were sealed away.
They are not sealed anymore.
How are they sealed away? Wait.
Well, so we have been told
So this is what we were been told. That's why we keep these records.
we have been told there may be answers in the north, in the old ruins.
You seek to speak to someone who knows more.
Yes. Someone who may have more concrete knowledge of these creatures.
If what you say is true, and she looks at you very skeptically. We can offer assistance in that endeavor. However, you must understand, if I must put my people first when
Oh.
it comes to safety.
We understand completely.
And what did this have to do with the cops?
They were the ones that asked us to help the Guardians.
And the Guardians were infected with this
And-
creature's
Yes.
essence.
We could not free the Guardian without killing the Guardian.
I was able to speak with it briefly.
We did speak to
Before.
one of the elder ones, like the
Yes.
giant ones. He was also infected. And we ran from that one.
And the cops was not infected.
No, the cops were not infected.
They
Why?
did, however, lose the ridden. There's a split there. Each believing that the other one is infected.
The pack has always been more of a collection of lone wolves.
The cops believes the Farron are infected. The ridden are infected. The ridden believes the cops are infected.
This is these types of
And
politics. That's the
Dark
reason why we left the
Core
cops.
is supposedly hiding up north.
Dark. Oh,
So,
you wish to speak to Dark Claw.
or anyone else up there who may have answers.
The panther individual and the Galapagos turtle individual stare a long look for a moment, as though they're like, it's almost as if they're talking in their mind, but it looks like they're just talking with their eyes and the way they're looking, and they share a very long look.
Can I try to get a read on that?
Sure.
Not too good. I believe that's 16.
Oh, 16.
Can I also try
Insight.
to get a read?
That's pretty good. You want to do it too?
Yeah, sure.
Can
60.
I offer my assistance to Stjerne?
How?
I have advantage, or I have proficiency with
Sure.
insight.
I'm asking you how, like roleplay wise, how are you doing it? How are you helping him offer insight into a look? What are you doing? Are you saying, hey, look at their eyes?
Crit.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Good roll, good
total
roll.
of-
25.
Ooh, you got a nice little bonus
If you can
there.
come up with something, I might give it to you.
I don't think it's needed now.
I mean, even if I rolled, if I crit, it would have been 27. So same, like,
Yeah.
Right. So here's what I'll do. I'll give you, if you want to do your own, you can do your own insight if you want to. So Stjerne, you sense there's definitely something they're not telling you. You don't know what it is, but they know. They were previous members of a lot of these things, so they seemed like they have separated quite a long time ago, seeing as they've been like they have quite the society here in this town. So they probably have some ancient knowledge of, or at least some very old knowledge of what's going on there. Pip, you see this, and they're saying they know. Not only do they know a lot of stuff that they're not telling you, they know. They seem to know exactly why the cops bothered even talking to you, why the Ridden have left, and what's going on with the cops right now. Like almost like they have someone on the inside. Like this is a let me check our inside man kind of look here.
Making sure we're telling the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would be willing to help us find our way north, that would be ideal. If that's too big of an ask, we're really just trying to get out of town.
Yeah, we simply came to return some girls to their family. And we got caught up in this.
It is very altruistic of you,
You-
and I understand and respect your endeavor. We intend to find safety beyond the Flamewood. For hopefully the natural barrier will help us protect us from whatever it is that is affecting most of the outsider denizens. They appear to, at least the wood itself seems to be reacting to.
It seems the Fae is bleeding through.
That is well, almost as if it is awakening. That is another thing that concerns us because unless we were once one people, those of us from the north of here, the northeast,
We've
or the
just
northwest.
been here for so long that now we're not.
Oh no, I mean of ancient times.
Yeah.
Us, the elves, we were once one people, and we evolved over who knows how long, thousands of years, to be what you see before us. So that type of information as to what is happening goes back in the lore of those that lived here that were when we were once one people. And that is something that the temple, the Monkashoda, were the only ones who were trusted with the history, given their non-bias,
So
non-partisan stance, and vow to protect the information of history.
do you think they would know how to seal these creatures back?
I think they would
Deep.
know more about
What's happening and
what's
why?
happening with the Fae. But if an ancient one told you to head north to find Darkor, to find out what's happening more about this infection,
Well, he said that there was some ancient folk of our
Yes.
kind that lived up there where the Tam Tala
Tamtala,
and the Shade and Shald meet.
if that is what they told you, I would take them at their word. The ancient ones they never got the art of
But
dishonesty.
if we can't find them, the Order has records that go back far, is what you're saying.
There are incomplete records from what I remember and what my record keeper has done of some sort of accord with the Fae. As you know, they love their deals. But the specifics of such an accord have, as many specifics of many deals, are kept under lock and key and protected by the Order. The Order of the mind. The But if an ancient one told you that there are ancient ones that know more about this ichor, black resin-ish incursion, I would trust that as well.
That's why we're headed that way.
So I believe you have a choice as to which direction you would go. You could go with us past the Flamewood to where we could possibly show you
We
somewhere to
need-
the southwest.
We need to head north,
Very well. We can.
at least for the first.
We could possibly have one of our guides lead you as far north as.
I mean, we wouldn't want to separate you from one of your own.
Yeah. Yes.
So
No, I just-
only
I
as
just-
far as they're comfortable.
We could lead you past one of the most dangerous areas in the immediate distance. Maybe to
That
the
would be
next.
great.
Perhaps.
I think it's a dog fur.
I can. Let me consult. Butterfly falls away. New butterfly comes as they pull out what looks to be like big atlas of the areas.
Do you have anybody that travels by the river?
We could travel by the river.
Boats?
Boats. We could make some sort of boat.
I do
but-
have a question.
But we usually travel by the river in the more natural sense.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I could do that, but they can't.
I understand. If you were to procure a boat,
I just thought that
boat
maybe.
building isn't really our specialty.
No,
We have no need.
I didn't know if you had any that you may be willing.
We just change our form and swim.
Do you know
That's a
a
good point.
safe way through the Flamewood?
There's a moment there where you can understand that this is a difficult question to answer. If
Yes. And the Flamewood is difficult to traverse.
For good reason.
Yes.
It keeps those behind it protected from those who would want to pierce it. In fact, there is an entire group of people in Kildare that are looking to cut down the Flamewood in order to access more regions of the Shalian Cradle.
If perhaps we go far to the north, is there a way around the fires if you go far enough?
Oh, it's not fire.
The trees that are on fire?
They're not on fire.
Oh, I just
They are not.
assumed it was flame wood that they want fire.
No.
We'll
it's
see.
worse.
It's worse.
It's worse.
Big
Maeve
fire.
just gives you like this knowing stare. Just. It's worse.
Indeed.
Is there a passage around at the edge of the mountains?
If you wish to scale the Murs des Ancêtres, you could bypass it, but it is treacherous due to the geography alone.
So this flame wood goes up into the foothills.
As far as the
This-
tree line,
No real way around.
it doesn't go past the Murs des Ancêtres. No, it stops at the Murs des Ancêtres. As far as the tree line goes, as far as trees would grow.
Fair enough.
But it is still dangerous. There's a reason why it covers there. It was a
Mountain
last-ditch
to
effort
mountain.
to protect.
Mountain to sea.
Yes,
Complete barrier.
there's a reason.
Well,
Of course, there is a way to get through, and of course, we know how to get through. If you were to accompany us, we would vow you to secrecy and possibly blindfold you on the way through in order to keep our people safe. It is our last bastion against the more and more coming peoples that wish to exploit these lands.
And by all means, we've had far too many circumstances where we've had to do a song and dance just to continue on our journey.
we really do need to go north first, and I don't think
We
you
can
can
give
wait.
you a guide as far as Tamtala, but they will have to return. We can take you to the next bastion of civilization.
I
or
feel
your
we should
civilization.
go with them to get on their side of Flamewood.
We need to talk to Dark Hole.
Yes, and once we're across, Dark Horse on the other side of the wood, right?
No,
No.
No.
he's on this side
I
of
thought
the
he
woods.
was. My apologies.
The ancient one told us to go to Tamtala That's also where Darkor should be.
Tomtala is like actually right next to the Flamewood, like up to the
Yeah.
top and to the east of it.
But it's still on this side.
It's
so
still on this side.
Okay.
we
Yeah.
really need to go there first.
All of like the contemporary cities and towns and villages are on the east side of the Flamewood because the Flamewood has become such a geographical barrier for people. Like, it's so fucking dangerous to get through. But the fact that you survived going through it was a miracle.
I burned my best skirt.
So I really do appreciate you just even offering that to us. That shows some mighty trust.
Well, perhaps I can trust you a bit more with.
Thank you.
I am Evie Lafayette.
Bastien, Paul
Should you have the means, you may contact me through a word from a bird or other words.
I'm sorry, what was the last name?
Evie Lafayette.
So it's
Ah.
EVVIE. Yep. Oh, sorry. Yep. That's what I do. EVVIE. Evie Lafayette. So no Y in this one.
So not like the Pokemon.
LAFFITTE.
ITTE?
EVVIE. Evie Lafayette. LAFFITTE.
It's not how you spell it.
Tell me how to spell stuff.
You just
My
angered
lord.
every Cajun.
Evie
whoever watched
Lafitty.
this stream.
They are different fucking people. They're my own people. So I made them up. So
So, should you have need to contact us
Will you
in some sort of fast speech
Will
or
you-
some sort of messenger?
have any of your people still left on this side? Or are they all going with you?
We must have a presence everywhere in order to know what is going on.
So perhaps we can request your help at a later date,
It is possible.
especially if we find some answers that may help you.
However, you must understand the laws of these woods. Such a thing does not come without
Payment.
stipulations. Payments, the whole idea of currency is a bit foreign to us.
Payment comes in many forms, not just coin.
For us to, if you wish to across the Flamewood into some of our most sacred lands, pass and be divulged of one of our most well-kept secrets, you will not do so flippantly.
You're from over there, right?
Over where?
Not the other side of the woods.
Yes. I'm from the north.
no, you're from all the way.
I'm from way north.
Oh,
She's not even from the Shailene Cradle.
gotcha.
She's full high elf.
Circumstances led to me coming south.
Gotcha. And you found yourself on the other side and battled your way to this side.
Yes.
Gotcha.
There are those that make it through. The fact that you did, I commend you for your courage, bravery, and constitution.
Thank you. I'm kind of amazing.
But the larger the group that tries to head through, the harder it is.
More dangers they draw
More
to
moving
themselves.
bodies to cause vibrations.
All right, we'll just go one at a time.
It is miles and miles of wood, but please, by all means.
Chuck Pickleball.
If we find answers to some of these problems,
Pip cast fly.
we will contact you.
Yeah, it's easy.
Anyway,
I can
Wait,
hover.
how are we gonna do
Oh.
We can find a way. Nature speaks to nature.
Hover.
that? Okay.
So we got
She said send a bird, which could be literal or
hovering.
magic or...
Lynn going.
yes, that's what I was insinuating.
He's swimming.
I mean, he could probably literally convince a bird to...
I mean, I can do a lot of. I can do things with animals and stuff. So
So
you know.
Can you?
question then
Yes,
for
Yeah, I can
TJ
just.
the
Yeah, I'm a
DM.
druid. It's like my whole
Okay.
thing.
No, I've seen you plant
I
things.
was sent on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, but like you know,
Yes.
it includes. I just
They
haven't
know
come across
the
many
monks
animals.
know
We've come
recently.
across
the
several
flame was
animals.
here.
I've never seen you do
They
anything
built a
with
temple on
animals.
the other side
I
of
don't know. I look at flowers. Make more. I just
Would
like
I
'em.
know how to get through the flame? I was sent.
You bring me a
So-
snow fox, and then we'll talk.
Actually, do me a real favor and do roll a history check for me. I'm gonna give you advantage on this one because this is probably something that was
Did they give him like a really cryptic clue of how to find his flame?
not quite. Let's see how this goes.
-1 is 16.
16 minus 1
Yeah.
16. Okay, so your understanding and at least of your like the given circumstances of like your understanding is that there is a temple somewhere in the Shailene Cradle, but like it's been there for so long that its like actual location is been kind of lost to history. Almost it and you also know that the monkish peoples have been here possibly longer than any other peoples, meaning that the temple was probably built before the Flamewood was a thing.
Okay, but we still have like exchange of monks,
A lot of the inter-exchangement of discourse that happens through astral speech through the masters going into their astral selves and like communicating in like hollow conference astral self deal, that kind of deal. At least the way you understand them, they enter their spirit and like enter a different plane of existence, and space doesn't really mean as much there.
Yeah. The
So-
masters communicate amongst themselves that way, but like
Yes.
the monks still have pilgrimages to train at other temples.
So it's not as much as that that monks send the pilgrimages to other temples, like they visit all the temples. The pilgrimages are more to go out into the world and find information of like things like the primordials and of old ancient history that the monks have taught you about, and that are of importance, and make sure to bring it back to the safety of the bastion of the temple, so that it's kept there and safe and remains there for all time, so that people don't. One of the big things of the founding of the temples had to do with that. Let's not repeat our past mistakes of all of our generations. And the Bardic College, of which has become it's more of like a contemporary version of the monkish temples, without it being monk-ish, and more of like bing ding 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 ding, and like university style. And whereas it's like one of the only things that all of the nations can agree upon. Granted, the monkish temples are so steeped in tradition that they've done things the same way for eons, and they're still here, which speaks to their methods. And one of their methods is to allow their people and the people that descend out in pilgrimage to experience perspective on their terms. They have to find themselves before they can find what it is that they're looking for, kind of deal. Granted, I'll say, because you rolled decently high, is that there hasn't really been a person sent to the temple down here, which you just found as the Temple of the Mind, for a very long time, or at least that you know of. Granted, as all pilgrimages, they have their trials. So you don't know. They could have known and sent you anyway, and to see if you could, cut your teeth on it, or
Okay.
most likely because people know about the Flamewood, like they most likely know, but it's I think it was also ultimately your decision to actually go to this specific temple, because you were sent on a pilgrimage and you said where's the closest temple, and you wanted to go to this one, so
Okay.
Great. So you want a boat?
A guide north. It didn't sound like you had a boat to give.
No, we have a guide north that can take you via the river. We plan on leaving.
Now.
No. We are still waiting for some of our hunters to return.
Were they out in the woods?
Yes.
Well, funny thing.
I'm sure they're fine.
I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they are very well trained, and I'm sure they can hold their own. There's a large fog over the woods, and maybe some fake creatures who I don't know if they are hostile or not.
We will wait as long as we can.
Well, we can give it a peek real quick if you would like. Just if you want to. Just,
They are more than capable.
I'm just saying.
If we were to send more
Oh, no,
people
I'm-
into the woods, that would be putting more lives at risk and more people we would have to wait for. We've been doing this for a while.
For sure. I wasn't saying like, you
Worst
know.
case scenario, we leave a dowsing rod behind.
Oh, yes, you're right.
So yes, your help getting north would be much appreciated.
We can send a guide with you. I want to keep my scribe. I'm afraid it's, given the situation, afraid it's selfish of me, but we will ask for a volunteer and see you. Granted, I'm not sure how far you will get in this fog, but we will see who is willing to do so. To leaving now, we are not prepared to do so unless someone volunteers, so...
Yeah, I thought we wanted to leave in the morning, right? It's pretty dark.
We definitely need to rest at least a little while.
If there is...
I worked all day.
If there is someone who is
Tomorrow
willing to
will be
escort you,
fine.
they will find you.
Oh yeah, and I
That's
took a
fair.
level of exhaustion too.
That's
so I'm
fair.
like,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we haven't had a
Thank you
good
for your
rest in
time.
a
You've
few sessions.
who?
Did we get, her.
Evie. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we got Evie's
For
name.
some reason, my brain was like, oh, that's someone different.
and her scribe, but
Yes.
you know,
The turtle.
he's the dark brooding type. He probably doesn't give out his.
That's
give
just
out his
that's
name
just outside
very
the game. I
often.
was
Don't
just like
mind Pierre, he's just...
His name's Pierre.
Yes, of course.
Nah,
the Panther's name's Pierre.
that tracks.
Right.
Pierre the Panther.
Pierre, were you the same one we saw a couple days ago? Down the road a little ways? Yeah.
Not a big talker, are you? You're not even in Panther. Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, I won't go into it, but go off.
He sometimes sticks to the old ways where the few words someone says, the more potent each of them are.
It's crazy because he said sup.
Oh, that was me emoting what he was doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like the powerful word.
Power.
By the way, why did you bite me?
Pierre.
You want to come out here?
It happens.
Nothing. Damn.
He also has been recently getting into the method acting. It's not really... sometimes if you shape change for a long enough time, you forget your other form. But I think he's just does it because he wants to act.
I think he just likes to bite people.
I like how we're talking about this full-grown man like he's like our 6-year-old child.
He's just like got his book up here. And
He's glaring at us.
With his black eyes, just pure, just.
scribbling away.
It may be a step past the line of your generosity, but you seem informed. Do you...
These are the cherry on my people, and I represent them to Quasmont. And it is something that I have learned is important to be informed in order to execute properly.
Do you know anything that could help us?
Specifically about travel?
The problem with the Guardians, with this ancient thing?
If the ancients told you something and they directed you somewhere, I would not take that lightly. If they say that Darkor may know something, then he knows something.
Anything...
If the cops told you something, I would take that with more of a grain of salt, especially if it contradicts what the ancients told you. And the reasons why we seceded from the cops is because the cops started to become more concerned with themselves and their own safety and their control of the Fae and their powers and their wielding, and we tried to, and so we slowly distance ourselves.
Are you aware of what they were guarding?
What do you mean?
what's the word I'm looking for?
Pip, you fully catch with that insight check that you were doing, like fully catch. They know exactly what was there. They fully know what was there, but you don't know what it is they're talking about because the character wasn't
Yeah,
there.
I know, I know.
But they absolutely know what Bastion's talking about.
The thing in the place that's never in the same place twice.
What about it?
They lost it for a bit before we returned it to them. Does that change?
You see the eyes widen for a moment, but they try to keep it as like contained as possible before they look at Pierre. Pierre closes the book, butterfly flies off, and Pierre transforms into the Black Panther and just runs off. Climbs a tree, talks to what looks like a peregrine falcon, or like converses with the peregrine falcon. The peregrine falcon and flies off into the distance.
They may be losing their grip over it. And didn't know if that changed anything for you or not.
It is appreciated that you share this information. I am curious as to how you found out about such a thing.
We recovered it for them.
You touched it.
Yes.
You touched it.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Not with my hands.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
And then
We
You
had
tried
to
to
hunt
run
you
Zephyr.
down.
and then Zephyr
Yeah, that's
tackled
right.
you.
Yep. I did, yes.
I look extremely annoyed as like memory comes back to me. Like,
Pip's just like, what?
Yeah, just briefly, like Zephyr speaks through Pip. Yeah, you did. And then
No,
The
that
fact
was
that
out
you're
of
still
character.
standing
Oh, I
here
know.
is
I mean,
a
we
surprise to me. But I suggest that you do not follow us west and that you head north as soon as possible. If the Ancient One told you more about this, I would not take that item lightly. If you touched it, its mark is indelible.
we're quite aware of the situation.
So, question, if you don't mind answering a few more. You know a
Of
bit
course,
about
you see
ancients.
as they kind of like wobble a little bit,
Yes.
looking weary.
It's one simple question, purely hypothetical. What would it mean if an ancient knows your name? I'm asking for a friend of a friend of a friend.
An ancient, like your true name.
the Guardians were once
The name that the earth gave you, or the name that,
A familial name.
a family name.
Yes.
It is a version of our name that the world has given you. Yes. If the ancient know it, you didn't tell the ancient?
My
Well, that person.
acquaintance's nephew's grandma's
Dogs.
cousin, for instance, hypothetically,
That's a lot of removals.
And then their roommate.
it doesn't matter who it was, just hypothetically, what would that mean if that were to happen?
It's a very esoteric of you to ask then, if it's so far removed from you, but I would say that that individual was probably known to the soul that was interested into the ancient when it was created.
Oh,
If it had never met that individual before. Or they were so connected to the earth that you spoke in the same. Or you were destined to be an ancient yourself.
I hope not.
I can't say. Is this individual of your same persuasion?
Perhaps.
I have not
Yeah.
heard of such a thing since they were first created. From our
Interesting.
ancestors before, right after we
Yeah, it was my.
split.
It happened to know the name of my
This individual is
distant
you.
nephew,
Okay. Your distant
cousin.
nephew.
I'm not
So
exactly
you
sure
share the same
how
last
we're
name.
related.
So did the ancient knew your last name?
Not mine. I mean,
But your cousin and nephew
Say,
share the same last name?
Oh
Hypothetically,
no, it's not by blood.
Their roommate. Sorry, their roommate.
no, hypothetically,
It's like on
I
the
would
other
say
side.
that the soul of the individual that was used and was to create the ancient, that still lives throughout the ancient, probably knew one of your ancestors? Or one of their ancestors? One of your cousin's
Fascinating.
nephew's roommates' ancestors?
yes. Given that my, thank you.
And somehow recognized that they're related to you by sharing lodging?
This is all purely hypothetical. The relation that I gave you is purely hypothetical. This popped into my head for no particular reason. I just thought I would ask.
Maeve
Okay.
just like looks at her.
Okay, it was Len.
Like, I love how Len's like, please stop shooting this woman's ear off. Sorry, talking this woman's ear off.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Oh, good.
It took me a second.
Same, I was like,
I said I was. Did I say I was sorry? Oh well, continuing on.
Oh my god.
I apologize, but I must now
maybe?
take a respite from everything, as it has been quite draining for all of us. We must prepare for the West and the long journey ahead. I would prefer not to leave, but if this continues, I feel we may not have a choice.
Pierre didn't come back, right?
Pierre's still in the tree,
Okay.
just kind of watching you guys.
I would ask one more question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
One of the reasons I'm here
Grow up.
is I'm seeking the tales of our people.
You pick all the mushrooms off of your pizza.
I don't like mushrooms.
I will eat your mushrooms.
Do you want to?
Yes.
The tales of
Fung me up.
the old heroes.
There was one big mushroom that I didn't want.
Everybody lost it there.
Oh, I'm gonna use that one.
I like to say I'm kind of a fun guy as well.
Good one, Dad.
The tales of the old heroes.
Mm-hmm.
The wisdom of the elven people. Do you have something like that?
From, you mean like records?
Yes. Or more
You want like to read?
more like the tales the bards would tell.
What would equate for bards of our people?
Yes.
You'd have to be a little more specific. There are hundreds of thousands of them.
Do you
Concerning what?
do you have them written down? Or are they more like
Some,
tales told?
both. Some this way, then some that way.
I
If you would
just
give me an idea as to what it is you're looking for, I might be able to help you more.
the one I learned of from the Triton people was the killer of the great squid shark. The hero of the deep.
Oh,
Is there
you looking for a tale of a heroic tale?
yes.
Of course, there is the tale of Arbentius, who is said to have lived among the trees and the woods for so long that they slowly began to become part of the landscape themselves and dedicated their lives to protect one particular glade that they would visit every day. So much so that they grew so old but did not age, and that their family aged and perished as they lived on, and they pleaded with the forest to allow them a way to forever look over the souls and the graves of their fallen family, and the forest agreed, and the forest.
Was he the first guardian?
I wouldn't consider them a guardian as much as he was the first to be turned into a tree, to walk among them as trees would. Some say they are the first of the Arbent people.
No.
His sacrifice was that he spent nearly every moment of his waking mortal life protecting a single square mile of forest from all that would harm it, even his own family. And the forest is slow to trust. He is viewed as one of our greatest heroes. Not as glorious as battle, but we consider things a little different here. So if you do see trees walking around that aren't guardians,
They are like your friend, Arbetius.
that is why they are called Jarbents. Where they be trees, vines, flowers, given form. His spirit has disseminated among it so that the forest then gives the gift of sentience to other things as well. It was the first gift,
Thank you for your story.
of course.
Is that kind of like one of those vines like blocked off that one wall that we tried to get through?
You would know more about that than I would.
We were there together.
I'm sorry, you said that vines blocked your path?
Yeah,
When we were there, you said it was more like the spirit of forest itself was telling us not to go.
You felt like the forest was communicating with you and telling you where not to go?
yeah,
It literally
100%.
gave
We
us a
tried to.
That you probably were on the perimeter of an Arbens glade.
Is that
I mean-
like. How important is that?
It's if you enter, they will try to kill you.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Cool.
They
Yes,
would
that
prefer,
was.
They would prefer not to.
There was a wall of brambles that you could not get through that went for a very long way.
That sounds like a Creekprince territory.
It seemed nice. It gave me a fruit.
They are
As
very
long as we
amenable
weren't trying to get in there.
Exactly.
Sensing-
They are very amenable
They
to
were helpful
guests.
to
They
us.
just would prefer to keep areas protected, that is why they became sentient in the first place.
I'm sensing a pattern of us almost stumbling into life-threatening danger and then realizing about it after.
Let's do it again!
Yes, the Shalian Cradle is not a very forgiving place, but
Nope.
seeing as that you didn't get killed by the Creepkin, I would consider yourself very lucky. The fact that you were given a gift as well,
It tasted okay.
It was very nice, very kind gesture.
seems like whatever the genius loci
Very chill.
of the Cradle does look somewhat favorably upon you. Perhaps that is why you were brought to us. Perhaps this is why we are even speaking. Perhaps
If-
this is destiny. The wood works in mysterious ways.
Again, I know you're tired, so thank you for
Please. I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
speaking with us. We'll leave you alone.
Yes, thank you. And one of another Galapagos turtle individual comes along. It was a rabbit, but then becomes a Galapagos turtle, and they just sit down on the turtle, and the turtle looks up, does a sup nod, and they just kind of slowly move them back into the area where they were, and bids you farewell.
Interesting twist to the tortoise and the hare.
I know it may be less comfortable, but I'm wondering if we shouldn't sleep in the barracks tonight.
What are you thinking?
That park was awful nice.
I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Fine.
Oscar is not relishing the fact that we're going to go back into the forest, and the night before, we can't sleep in a bed. I do.
You guys have bedrolls. You can like set up camp.
Yeah,
in the
but
park
it's
if
not
you
the
want.
same.
It's
as
not
a-
the same.
as a
I mean, it's a
bed.
cot is not too much different than a bedroll, but yeah, because that's what's in the.
I
bed.
just-
Yes. I see the wisdom in it.
If something's gonna use the fog in the nighttime to attack this place, I would rather not be in the center of their target.
So let's be outside.
I mean, we'll be on watch.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that could have.
Let me get a read on Pip.
Pip is like
Is that-
kind of scared, but kind of excited.
Is that
I
excited
feel
yay
that-
or is that
I
excited
feel like that for
sarcasm?
life every day.
Pip's like, should I be sarcastic? No, I'm just excited.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think it's probably winding down into the later hours of the evening at this point. So if you guys want to set up camp, because you guys spent most of the day doing potions and everything like that, so potions and paper and
We had to cook.
That
and
was
making
all day.
palisades and.
Yep.
So yeah, as the sun starts to set, you set up camp in the park near the statue of the woman with the impossible long hair that seems to be in perpetual movement, and you guys head to bed.
Genevieve Ariascala,
Who is the statue?
the
of?
slayer of the squid shark.
Nice.
Is that important, or is it just?
No.
You never said that name.
I
No,
didn't.
no, no. The statue.
Didn't.
I didn't hear
The
what you said.
statue? Do you want
I
to
had
know
to-
the statue?
I
asked
go-
what the
I go
statue
look
is
at the-
of. Have
I
we
had to
found out who
dig
it
through
is?
my
Go
notes
ahead and roll a
to find
religion
it.
check for me.
Oh, okay.
I had to dig through my notes to
Means
find
nothing to me.
it. I
don't
would
know
have.
shit.
I would have
my-
said it
Shit.
if I was
Was it
telling her that
Parker?
story, but I didn't.
Did it?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
You
It was
maybe
like
know so much lower.
it was 5,
5.
and that was with +3.
Anybody else?
I mean, I'll do
Oh,
it.
this-
Just
I
out
can
of
do
curiosity,
it.
I was wondering what.
Oh,
the,
yeah, I have a
who the
+0. Never
statue
mind.
Was.
I have a +5.
Maeve kind of goes over and just kind of regards it, and Stjerne is like, "Hey, why don't you help with the tent? Like, what are you doing looking at the statue?
She
Help
just
with the
kinda-
tent."
She just kind of like tries to mimic the pose.
Are you over there posing while Stjerne is like working on the tent?
Yeah, my accent changes to deep Brooklyn Italian. I'm like, hey, what are we
sorry,
doing?
sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna try as well. Like,
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
so-
sorry, sorry. I
eyeing
help
it.
with the tents.
Nope, that's a nat one.
I'm a stern. Hey,
What the
Mamma
fuck
mia.
does Pip know about religion?
Didn't mean to take away your agency.
That's a nat
No.
one.
I rolled a 2.
Oh
We're-
my!
So-
A 2, a 1, and a 1.
We're stupid and all.
Is this?
So like everybody starts to trickle
Alright, this
over
guy,
there and be
this
like,
guy.
"Huh?" and like scratch their heads, and everybody starts to gather over there,
you
being
get?
like, "What? I don't understand. Her hair's really cool."
Would there be any reason?
18.
18.
Would there be any reason I would know? Elvish lore or
It's not Elvish, but you might know.
I mean-
Because it doesn't have anything.
Yeah,
it doesn't
matter
discern
to me
between
anyways.
landers and sea
What the
people.
fuck?
I love how
18 though. But Oscar, you do know. You fully do know. This is a statue of Avandra. She is the goddess of travel and luck, and she is often associated with the crossroads. It's given the namesake of the town. And she is often associated with like traveling peoples, travelers, merchants. She has a fond love for halflings and loves lucky people and tries to bestow luck upon them. However, she also frowns upon people who try to abuse luck and bend it to their will, and will then take it upon herself to try to use her powers to balance the universe in that way. She's often depicted with very long hair. You know it as sometimes very long purple hair that is that just shrouds her form, and she wears as almost clothes, but very like veiled decoratively, not like It, cousin It. And she. Yeah, she loves halflings. She really, she doesn't really discern too much between races or peoples except for halflings, and is often also, probably unfortunately, a little bit lost in translation, worshipped by like gamblers and people that play games of luck. That's not really her thing, but they like call her like Lady Luck, that kind of thing. But that's not really her domain. She doesn't really like being associated with it, kind of thing. But people do it anyway.
Well, then, as they're all, scratching their head, trying to figure out what's going on with this statue, I go up and say a small prayer to Evandra
Got
as
it.
we are setting out on another leg of our journey tomorrow.
You got it. You got it. Go ahead and roll another religion check for me.
Funny story. Another one.
That's another 18.
Ones throughout this entire side of the table for the same check.
We
One,
suck.
1, 1, 2. Absolute insanity.
I didn't
Get it out
roll.
now. Get it out now.
Yeah, you
I
rolled
mean-
like you
I
rolled.
rolled, but it was just like to see what I
It
would
was
have
like a
seen.
5.
You
Six.
as you finish your prayer and you put your head up and as you turn around, you swear out of the corner of your eye, you see the statue that is in perpetual movement move a little bit, and you do a double take, and it's not moving. But somehow you feel a little luckier. You can go ahead and have a DM inspiration.
Whoa!
Damn.
Good stuff.
I think I need to
Save
start
it
going
from
to
a hit
church.
down.
Pip. Pip has just started Is there like a pond?
You guys are by the river of the because remember
Pip,
Quasmond is built on like the crossroads of the road and the river.
Is it just a statue?
It is a statue that looks like it's fallen into just a tad disrepair. It used to be a fountain, but there's like moss and stuff growing on it, so that it's been clogged up. The pipes have
Okay.
been clogged up, so it hasn't been used as a fountain for a while. But
Okay.
it could be if it got fixed up.
So Pip has started picking out the moss of the fountain just for fun.
Okay,
So Pip is like in the like fountain, just like digging up the moss.
sure.
Travel rations.
Instead of like helping anyone with the
Trying to
tent.
farm a DM inspiration.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Pip's just having fun.
All right, you got
Give
it.
them
yeah.
out for free, guys.
Yeah.
They don't tell you this, but you can just get them anytime you want. You just write them on your character sheet. They're free. You can take them home.
You write it down, you don't tell anyone, and then remind the DM 6 sessions later.
Government doesn't want you to know this.
You just said gaslight your DM.
Stjerne looks up at the
No, I mean,
sky.
I've got like 5.
Stjerne
No,
looks
you
up at the
wait,
sky
like,
and is just
20
like, man,
seconds.
whoever created this world is really cool. Whoever created all this, really
So glad to be
awesome.
alive right now.
So
My
happy.
ears are burning.
Win D&D with this one neat trick.
I've become clickbait. Oh no.
They don't know I know this hack.
DMs will hate you.
Jeez. God, this is the life we live in. Okay, cool. So, you get some Avandra statue fountain moss.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited about
Okay,
it.
cool.
Pip starts eating it.
You start eating it. It's pretty good.
Nice.
It tastes like a nice seasoned blanket.
Did not hesitate.
Yeah, it's moss and like
Raw meat? Is there raw meat? over
Actually
here?
help. Okay, cool. So you guys go to bed. I assume Bastion, you sleep in the river.
Elf watch.
Sure, you can like anchor yourself sometime so you don't get carried downriver. As you
So
trance.
I wanted to do my remove curse thing. Well,
You want
next
to try it
time
again?
before
Okay.
I go to sleep.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
we would probably just trade off watches.
Yeah,
and
you're
do
gonna do
what
the
we always
elf
do.
thing. That's
Yeah.
fine. The rest of you
The
go to
elf
sleep.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
the elf
you-
trance
if
thing. One of
you
you trances
wanna-
for 4 hours while the other one watches and the other one flips. It actually works
Pickleball-
perfectly because the rest of you
Pickleball
can
can
just...
also take a watch if anyone wants
Oh,
to.
yeah, yeah.
Pickleball can hang out with whoever's on watch.
Hell yeah.
Pickleball doesn't want to hang out with you.
Yeah, but Pickleball wouldn't be
Fair
able to
enough.
hang out with. Well, no, I guess he wouldn't be in the water for that part.
Yeah, pickleball straight up just does not sleep, so... 'cause
Yeah, so while you're doing your thing, Pickleball can take a watch.
I would say that would give you like advantage on your perception check if he's helping you. If it has
Yeah.
to do with... What does he have?
He has sight, I think.
Okay,
Wait, let me...
if it has to do with like sight, yeah.
I have hearing.
You're
and
also
smell.
within a city, so keeping watch is not really something that's entirely necessary.
Yeah,
Granted, you
but we
are
don't
a city
know-
without
we don't
walls
know
that has
what's
a bunch of
sneaking
fog
in.
around
Out
it.
of, yeah,
We're
that's
in
true.
camp
Perception
mode.
checks that rely on hearing or sight.
Okay,
So
you got it.
Pickleball actually is kind of clutch.
so
for-
I have hearing and smell, and it's got hearing and sight. So
Right, because of your
I
werewolf
have
shit.
advantage on.
Great.
All
I think that we
senses.
should just have Pickleball
Who's
and
going
you.
first? Because I'm trying to get through the night. Who's going first?
I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Oh,
you
yeah.
go first.
Yeah, first watch. I would like to try to get a start on making that yard of iron cloth into a skirt.
Okay, cool. Are you working on your crochet, or are you watching?
I'm working on my crochet.
Okay, cool.
Fine,
No need for
pickleball
perception
will
check.
watch.
Yeah.
Pickleball is gonna
Pickleball notices
see you.
and is like, well, fine.
Pickleball is gonna be looking all like,
He's like stomping around.
yeah, with his little boots. He's gonna,
Got a little slosh in there, so he's purposely loud about it.
yeah, he's gonna be like kind of obnoxious. Look over at you.
Aren't you-
Galosh is actually making the galosh
It's like that
sound.
chipmunk
Galosh,
meme from
galosh,
like
galosh.
late 2000s. It's just
Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
a. What did we say? Fucking textile check. I guess it's just
Intimidation.
dexterity. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, see for that.
You rolled nice.
For that, I rolled nice. The 19.
19. Okay,
Yes.
so you've got. I'll say you've got because this is your iron weave.
Yes.
This is something that would count as armor but still look fashionable, I believe is what it is. So it would count as, I think, for you, because you want to use light armor or heavy armor.
I mean, I'm a fighter, so I can.
I suppose you can use heavy armor if you want. See, so here's what I'll say. I'll say that this will act kind of similar. If you finish this and you do this correctly, this will act similar to the best medium armor there is without giving you disadvantage. Because so this will act like, I think it's scale mail or chain mail, one of those two.
Chainmail's heavy.
Half plate
Yeah.
No, half plate
is the
is the highest medium. So this will count as like half plate, but won't give you disadvantage on stuff
think
once you
half
finish
plate
it. So
already
you
does
get
that.
one success
It
out
does.
of creating this stuff, but you're gonna have to like get several
Oh, yeah.
successes racked up in order to do it.
Oh, it does.
I'm gonna say you're gonna need 5 successes to get
What is
this.
the one that? it's
Right.
breastplate.
I will say if
Yeah.
you roll a natural 1, you fuck it up real bad, and you have to get rid of a success. But on a natural 20, you get 2 successes. Make sense?
Yeah, works for me.
Pickleballs
Good.
doing a watch. That is a dirty 20
nice.
Dirty 20.
for seeing it based on sight
Okay,
and
cool.
hearing.
So Pickleball actually is going to listen, and his ears are going to reach out into the fog. And what he hears is,
Fairies.
and
It's actually a bunch of cicadas.
like the moving of gravel and rumbling
Just
of
that kind of
stone,
summer.
and
TAO, we're in
a lot of
Texas.
fluttering and flitting.
Does he know how far away it is?
It's in the fog somewhere.
Okay. He knows that the
Beyond
fog
the
is
boundaries of the
outside
town.
the city.
Yeah.
Okay, he wouldn't wake me up for that.
Okay.
Maeve just looks at Pickleball. Just. Can you keep it down, Pickle Bob?
Pickle
Bob?
Yo, Pickle
You say
Bob!
Bob or
I love it.
Bob?
Bob.
Oh, I thought you
she's
said
messed up
Pickle
Pip's
Bowl.
name,
I was
too.
like, oh.
Yeah, Pat.
Kink.
Pickleball.
Pabst. Hey, Blue
I thought
Ribbon.
you said Pickle
Pickleball
Bowl.
like goes up and squishes.
Can you and PBR just be quiet?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna. I can't help it. I'm so sorry, Theo. Now I'm gonna come up with a bunch of jokes. About
No.
Pip's name.
No,
No.
that's
Pickleback.
just.
When I think of
That's just
pickleball,
because
I think
Maeve
of
for likes
Doodle.
with notes.
Okay, great. It's cool. So that's what happens with your watch.
What did I roll for my curse?
You roll your spell casting check.
Okay.
Like you would on a counter spell.
13.
13. Not enough. Not
fine.
enough.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
not going to go into
It's
the
just-
role play of what you feel like, but
But
it's not.
I get my full
You do
trance.
you do get your full trance,
and then I'll take second watch.
Yeah, that
This dice is gonna be
other
jail.
that dark part, like in everything. There's 2 wolves. That dark wolf won out that time.
Okay. 16 on my perception.
16.
It says to roll well.
You have advantage.
Yep.
You hear the same thing. You hear the same thing. What sounds like.
Pixies.
Yeah. You also hear the sounds of like people still trying to build into the night. People pulling like triple shifts. Cool. You guys wake up the morning of the 26th of High Lock, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Wait a sec. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Okay. Did you want to do something, Dampier?
I was gonna.
Dampier.
Sampia, you want to come up here?
I was gonna like
Damn,
ask
Pierre.
Bast something in the night, like while he's like doing his like thing.
Yeah,
But
you peek your you just straight up like walk off the canal and just sit because it's like set in, right? It's like a
Yeah.
river that's like set in a
but I
stone
was also
causeway.
kind of like when I'd just be sleeping then, so I just wouldn't see that. So it's like
Yeah, you'd have to sleep. So I mean,
Yeah.
did you take second or first watch?
I took second.
So you'd
yeah,
be
I'd
asleep.
just be asleep.
We went, yeah.
Great. You guys wake up the morning of the 26th of Hylock. You guys hear, not too long after you wake up, what sounds like some sort of warning horn. In like the misty morning of like where the dew is still there, the sun is just like barely shining through the canopies of the glistening trees.
Just 5 more minutes, please.
You guys are all awoken by this. You guys do all get your rests. It sounds like it's coming from the eastern gate or eastern side of the town,
Towards the woods.
towards where you entered.
Yeah.
Where the lone gate and guardhouse stand.
Is there is our guide?
Not yet. Well, you don't see anybody.
I suppose we should go see if we can help.
Yeah, I mean, we have to. I mean,
I am a deputized member.
Right. Yeah.
Pip just gets all brooding.
Tink, tink, tink on our little tin badges.
You
Great. So
God.
you guys
Calls.
start to head cross town. I'm gonna say
Pack up our
passive perception. Who's got 17 or higher?
I think Glenn might have.
No, I don't.
I guess I'm
Okay,
just
Stern,
so
you start to
passive.
hear like scuttlebutt or scuttlebutt, whatever you want to say it. I don't care. I don't judge. Because I
feels
think
so
Adam
safe.
and I said, I think you meant this word. And it's like,
I
it's
did.
like scuttlebutt, and I kept kind of get scuttlebug.
and apparently both are.
I think
Yeah.
you mean Scarborough.
But like one of them is, like also a weird Urban Dictionary sex term, and I'm like, ew, weird.
Hold on.
Anyway, you start to hear like people talking about like
Yeah, that's what I think of.
Oh, cute.
like some people gossiping as they're running around like boarding stuff up, and they're like, they're here for that horrible individual with those goat legs, and they're like, well, I heard that it's because the family at the tavern broke a deal with the Fae. We're like, well, I heard that spaghetti is better when it's dry.
What?
And we're like, nobody asked you, Charlene.
At least one of them is
I walk up to him. And I go, "They're coming for you."
Told you, Charlene. You should cook your spaghetti.
Who the fuck makes uncooked spaghetti? You fucking freak.
First, what's spaghetti, and why wouldn't it be dry?
It's great.
We
You
don't
have
have
to
time to
try
get
it
into
out.
this now. But we'll
Pip looks up at Charlene and be like, "It's okay. Eat your food how you want."
It's like one very long piece of
Thank
uncooked
you,
rice.
small ugly child.
Fuck you!
Oh,
That was so mean.
Is that all that can? Just people gossiping? For
yeah,
the
it's just a bunch of people gossiping. You are people like start to like moving with a sense of purpose. Like a
Go
horn
piss,
went
girl.
off, which means like, oh shit, like battle stations or some shit. And so like the regular people are like getting in their homes and closing stuff up. Like kids are getting picked up and like by their armpits and like moved quickly. It's starting to turn into like a ghost town kind of quickly with the mist starts to flow in.
Armor of Agathis.
You got it.
Wait, mage armor.
And you guys
cosmic
kinda-
form and
What's
also the.
What?
What's Pip's move?
I'm doing the
30.
shit. Fuck.
Oh, 30. Okay.
Flame arrows.
Speedy
how
dog.
long does that last?
Hour.
An hour? You can cosmic form for an hour?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought you were
like
talking about
druid
flame.
shape.
Wild shape.
It's
Yeah.
So
wild
you
shape.
just float through town and just start to like turn into a person of silhouette of stars that just floats through town. Be not afraid.
And then
That's
flame.
very Dr.
Dr.
Manhattan style.
Manhattan,
Flame arrows also last for an hour.
Make your fires go on flame. Be not afraid. It's absolutely insane.
I mean, might as well. I don't want to.
No, it's great. It's
got
just
it.
so wild.
No, just ignore me.
Yeah. Very like everyone's fleeing and like this starry creature with arrows that are on
Red
fire
mage
just starts like levitating through town. I love it. Cool.
Maeve just has positive thoughts.
Not actually
She just
levitating,
thinks happy
yeah.
things.
Oh my
Not
God.
really. She just doesn't have anything and felt left out.
I'm
You flip
balancing it
your
out by
arrow.
thinking negative things.
And together we form two halves of a dysfunctional family.
Len,
Wait, are
gets
you guys the Wonder
pulls out like a
Twins?
pixie
Form
leg, and
Voltron.
munches
So-
on it, gets ready for battle.
Only because Dr. Manhattan
He's the
came
right
out.
arm.
Smears
She's
some,
the
like,
left
the glitter
leg.
on
So
my
it kind
Stern.
of
It's clear that, and for before battles makeup, you smear pixie glitter on your face. I love that so much.
Going
So
to battle
wait,
against the Fed.
the vampire.
That's kind of
metal.
That's
That's
kinda
pretty
really
metal. Like
metal.
this is the
God.
dead blood,
Blood of your sisters.
blood of your sisters.
Happens to be glitter.
I love it so fucking metal.
Sparkles.
What's your favorite blood
Yeah.
type? Would you say?
He sparkles. Oh,
If you had a
you're
preference.
Edward Cullen.
Maybe
Because
something.
you're a damn
B?
dude that sparkles.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
B's underrated.
It's an acquired taste.
What about AB?
You
Is
missed
your
my joke, so I'm gonna repeat it. You're Edward Cullen because you're a sparkling vampire.
She already made that
Oh
joke.
damn!
Played.
I'm
Damn
wiping
it.
my
So now I'm one of
mouth
those people that steals other people's jokes. It just says it louder. Oh.
This is the skin of a
Noel
killer.
says, "Oh
fella.
no, I do that all the time." Okay, cool. So you guys make it to the. So you make it to the East Gate. You see, there's quite a few people that I don't have here apparently. That are up on the. Hey, you know what? It's just gonna be pretty. How about that?
It's just gonna be pretty
just Pernilla?
That are up here on the gate looking out. There is one palisade that was able to be built here. There are others that are split around. If you
Okay,
guys
then
have
our two.
palisade tokens, you can place them now if you'd like anywhere along this area.
Where do you guys want to place? Just
I think
Right
just
here,
next
or-
to the wall, really.
do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you want to put yours?
Oh right, I get to
We're gonna put our
put.
palisades.
Yeah.
We're going
Oh,
to
yeah, that's my
turn on some fog. So you guys
I
can.
did
I'm
not
going to
just-
show you
Do I
just a
wanna
little bit
just
of
been
what
like-
you can see
You're
here. I'm just going to make it
doing such a
small
good job
now.
that we just didn't even realize that it was in like the wrong
That's an
spot.
impressive feat for me.
Yeah, I was joking. I was like, what if Maeve's just like really good at making these things, but
He just put it in the
Just puts it
Doesn't
on top of
understand.
the tree.
freestanding by itself. Yeah. There are other
Just right next to
palisades
it?
here, but they extend beyond what the map can. Like they were trying because the town is large, so they were trying to cover
I mean, there's
like
not-
weak
oh.
spots as much as they can and try to,
well, I'm gonna put it on this side.
as I had mentioned before, try to like
Those
funnel
buildings,
people
'cause that's more
into
important.
one of the weaker areas that was open, which is like try to get them closer to the gate, which is why they kept that a little less defended because they can have the forces focused
Sure.
if they get invaded to
So-
because people
Oh,
aren't
do
going to
you
go
want,
for
like,
a
a
wall,
gap?
they're going to go for
Yeah,
open
I was
space.
gonna say, do we want to leave like a gap
I don't know.
on one side or the
There
other?
is a home here. It's one of the first homes here. This is not a guardhouse. This looks like to be one of the farmers' homesteads. Of you can't quite see it with the camera, but it's okay. What you can, it's right here. This is it. That the fields, because I mentioned that there were like fields that I couldn't print out any fields, so I'm sorry about that. That looks like they live here. So some of the people, some of the farmers from the fields are like fleeing out and like running into the house. Not all of them have made it yet, however, as the horn continues to go off. Bum, bum, bum,
Is there a back door in that house?
bum. Is there a back door to the house? There are.
Because if they get attacked from the
Windows.
front, they're gonna be trapped in there. So
Let me just scoot by you real quick here. Just get lasers. People.
I like to, yeah. Then you doing Daruts?
The Fae have gone raving mad. No, this is just.
It is sick.
Joke.
I just get the paint on it. That's okay.
Can I shoot lasers?
What?
Go ahead.
Just seems so
TJ is gonna put
I thought
an
you were
unpainted
looking for it.
miniature on the board?
It's
No,
not
I'm not.
there.
I'm just gonna use it.
Oh.
In the soul.
Is this yours? Is this yours or is there another?
I didn't bring any.
Wow. No, they were like
no,
here.
none of us did. TJ just threw some.
lasers.
So there are. Oh, yo! Okay, that's cool. I didn't even think about that.
That's where the rave music came from.
So there are some individuals, like farmers, that are still out
this your
there
laser?
that
Ah,
apparently
shit.
are all in victorious
My
dress
laser.
or dancing
They're
No.
all table lasers.
Table lasers.
that have not made it back yet.
Or any more lasers?
But the gates
We can just share this.
are open right now.
Oh, nice.
Yo.
Oh, it's
I made all
purple.
this from scratch,
Wait,
like
there's
by
a purple
hand.
one?
These are all like apple skewers and paint and like resin and all this other thing.
Kebab skewers.
Now it's kinda
Kebab
like
skewers
blue.
and stuff like that.
I think
Put it in my eye.
Wait,
some
are
of
these
it's
all
3D
different
printed.
colors?
I love staring directly at the sun.
Ow, my eyes.
Sorry.
Please don't make me blind.
Again.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got
I
some
will
people
put this
here
away.
and on one of the palisades that was already here.
So I guess we show up.
The doors are open, but like looks like the orders have been given to the gates to close them. Even though there's still people out there. You see Racus Vincentis is this individual up here. I believe they no.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're all back here.
Is we're just gonna say the Pernilla for right now because that's just gonna.
Because I want to get on top.
Maeve definitely wants to be
Where you wanna be?
on.
I was thinking I can be
Yeah,
just next to
same.
you.
So
I'm
so
very
here's the
much
deal.
on
Because I was gonna fly.
This is Racus Vincentis. I know it's a female character, whatever, it doesn't matter. For right now, because I just don't have that many
Maeve
available.
over by us.
Oh, you know what? We'll make Racus Vincentis a redhead. How about that?
Yeah.
Redhead dude. Redhead dude is there.
You say hot.
Pip, I love your mini. They looks like the person next to them, like some halfling is like blowing this horn with the big Louis Armstrong cheeks, and is because he's goes, whatever, it doesn't matter.
We're all back here.
Pip and I ran up to get on the palisade, but
I mean, yeah, if I can start on a palisade, I'll
yeah.
like
Well,
it.
well, hold on. Let me describe the scenes
Okay.
here. So
Yeah.
what's happening is, but things are getting tense here. What you see, like the mist starts to, now as it was kind of like did like stay in the forest. Now it's starting to seep into the town, and as it does, those of you who have that advanced hearing, those of you who with lycanthropy right now, and who would just get normal advantage on hearing. Pickleball, and the two lycanthropy individuals. You can hear
closer
like,
than
much closer, and it's like within theirs, like, but you can't quite see through the fog just quite yet, and you hear like gravel being like pushed like across asphalt. Is like kind of what it sounds like,
stone on stone.
stone on stone, but like crunchy and like.
Yeah.
But
like
crunchy.
gravel rolling down a
Jesus.
hill of gravel.
It's
terrifying.
Crunchy.
Small, not big.
You see Racus being like, of course they waited for till twilight in the morning. Quickly, close the gates. I'm so sorry. As the gates begin to close, and one of these starts to close. And you see the farmers in the inn that are still out there, like panicking, running, trying to get into behind the walls or through the gate. So this is the scene you see before you. Out of. Ooh, do I have my rocks? I think I have. my
Tripped on the
rocks.
tree root.
Do you want more rocks? Do you want rocks? No.
He's got a rock.
I have a rock.
No, my
A rock lobster. Dun, 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 dun. Death to America. And tartar sauce. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think
So-
that's the lyrics, but I also
No, it was a rock lobster, like from Family Guy.
Death to America, Stjärne's battle cry.
Was that a thing on Family Guy?
Yeah.
So it was
So you see
an actual
a-
song by
Yeah,
the Cranberries.
Rock Lobster.
Yeah.
By the
I
cranberries?
was just quoting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love
By the
cranberry.
cranberries.
Okay, so here's what happens. You guys see
Rock
coming out of
lobster.
just from
And
the
then
mist.
Family Guy covered it.
So bursting from the mist, there's like what looks like a small boulder that goes
You mean the B-52s?
and nearly misses this individual and
It was definitely
crashes right next to them.
B-52s.
As you hear like two more that hit trees and roots around here.
You're right.
The cranberries was zombie.
And
Yeah.
people, yes, thank you. Yes, B-52s yes, and cranberries, yes. I knew it was right. I knew that was.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So that's what you guys see. You guys see this old person almost get squashed by this boulder, and you just hear battle stations, prepare as Racus just screams. And so we're gonna do this a little differently. If it appears that there is a siege, particularly happening right now, rather than initiative and stuff like that, you guys are going to act in squadrons, kind of like how Strongholds and Follower style. So how this is going to work is that each of the palisades has a certain damage threshold, and it has a certain amount of hit points. And once that hit points is gone and damage threshold has been passed and stuff like that, it falls and collapses and breaks down. While you are on a palisade, you get +1 to your attack and damage rolls. While you're on a palisade, you also get half cover from things like that. However,
That's what, +5 AC?
no, half cover is +2 to AC and dexterity, and +2 to dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
That is for projectile attacks coming at you. Magic that requires saving throws. I guess you'd still get the +2 to dexterity saving throws, but projectile.
Unless it's like it depends, because if it's like a fireball that's like
Right, that's a little different. We'll wing it, and I'll try to be as fair as I possibly can about it.
Okay.
I will say if it's melee, they're right there, so it's not gonna the house is
just
not gonna
melee,
fucking help you
yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're right there, they're right next to you. Same thing with up here in the on top of the gate. You can also, if you want to be in the guardhouse, I don't have a floor there for you, but I can make one real quick if you'd like. But it's going to take you a while to go down. The only way into the guardhouse is by the door on the front.
That seems like a poor design choice.
Bad idea.
Because they haven't needed anything like this. They had it there because it was easy access. They didn't build this thinking
Okay.
what.
Don't. That's a death trap. Don't go in there.
However,
You will
but
die.
and then it's going to take you a while to get up there. But once you're up there, you get 3/4 covered.
Yeah.
and which is insane.
But then you're gonna have to fight the Fae that get in the front gate. You're gonna
Trapped
so,
inside
yeah,
there.
if anybody wants to try to get in there and go up,
Can we barricade the door?
you can attempt. Yeah, you can do whatever. I mean, this is still D&D. You can still attempt to
Yeah.
do whatever it is you want to do, and we'll move stuff around. How it's going to work is that you guys are going to act in squadrons. I'm going to ask you guys to decide among yourselves what 2 squadrons you want to work together as squadrons of 3.
I think we got to be split up considering we're the 2 healers.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Let's be in a squad and just chain heal each other.
Nothing will ever touch us.
Just
Well, I'm going to be on.
We're not even attacking.
Table
we're just
sides?
healing each other
Yeah,
nonstop
us
after
three,
every
three.
hit.
Yeah, I think-
No,
on
you
a
get healed. No, you get
No,
healed.
you.
Well, then we have
I think Maeve is probably the best if anyone's gonna get
or
in the
how
tower.
about range versus
melee.
well,
Melee.
Yeah, I think maybe
I was
Bast and Maeve might be best in the
Well,
tower if anyone's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, let's just man the palisades.
yes.
yeah. So what are
The tower is also much more difficult to destroy than a palisade is.
Yeah.
Table sides might be
Suppose.
easiest to keep track of.
What's supposed
That's
to?
true.
3 and 3.
Okay,
What?
you guys want to do that?
And we
It's
both
called
each
your
side
turn.
has a
That's
heal,
supposed to,
each
it's
side
okay.
has a range, each side.
I
Has a
have
melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never mind.
my
you got it. You want to do
damage
table sides?
spells.
Sure.
Great.
So
okay.
just this side, that
Okay,
side?
let's do
Or
that.
works.
Is
is that chill
no,
with you?
Yeah.
You guys
Mind
decide. I
spike
want
makes you
everybody
sad.
else to be heard.
Maeve
Yeah,
bonded with
yeah.
him, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're like battle
strong
buddies
shit.
now.
Yo, with your palisades.
That works.
What I wanted to do is run out and
Maeve
save
has all the
people
heals.
because I have
Yeah,
like
I can
because
do
I have a
that.
billion movement speed, so
So I
like
want-
someone who could come with me
Yeah.
and like help me.
Yeah, I
just
can
save
do
people.
that.
Shield.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I
So
fly.
he's also a very small
yeah,
creature, so he's a smaller size than you, so he won't hinder your movement anywhere near as somebody who.
No,
is your
I have
size.
fly right now, so
Oh, you casted
I-
fly on yourself.
I can.
Wait,
cast-
they can cover me from above.
Or is that going to be part of? You haven't cast. You didn't cast it.
I haven't cast it yet.
Okay, hold on. Real quick, just so I can get the thing. There is also you can do an action called if everybody in your squadron does an action called fortify for their action. You guys can attempt to build or repair another palisade, either a broken palisade or repair one that has been heavily damaged, or build a new palisade. If you take the fortify action, you're going to take your whole turn to try to do stuff. You're going to roll, see how well you do. If all of you roll above a 10 on a straight check, which you can use things like inspiration or DM inspiration or manipulate it with bless.
Did you
or
say
I have less.
Did you say strength check or straight check?
straight check. Straight check. Well, I'm sorry. Bless is attacks and saving throws. So it would be like guidance. So guidance with things like guidance would help.
You-
I would say if you wanted to fortify and cast guidance, I'd allow you to do that. That's fine because it's still like a thing that you guys are doing. So anything that would help with ability checks, because it is just a straight, but it's like a straight ability check. There's no modifiers to it. Unless you guys want to try to finagle and convince me to add a modifier of yours by doing it a certain way. Like this is now's the time for creativity, for you to try to come up with stuff. So that's another option for you to do. I have a bunch of extra palisades if they need to be in order to make this place easier to defend. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Your squadrons are going to act simultaneously. Granted, if you guys want to decide among your squad who should do something first so that something else happens later, that's fine too. But you guys, for the purpose of the mechanics, will act simultaneously. But if you want to buff somebody so then they can run faster, that's fine. You know,
Yeah, so just
you get the idea.
whatever shit, as long as that turn.
don't know why, I'm feeling
I'm not trying to be too much of a stickler about it. You guys
I'm
are
feeling very competitive against that side. I'm like, this is gonna be
Yeah, we're gonna be fucking better than you.
Some more. I think.
Let's just build a shit ton of palisades. Fuck you.
The
shit out of
Farron
everyone.
also count as I just count them as one squadron acting together. They also count as part of the defending. They will also try. They will do most of the things that they're going to try to do are barricade, where they can help fortify the gatehouse. In order to try to prevent the gate from being they try to close the gate and then prevent the gatehouse from being destroyed, and also attack with archers and crossbows and bows and stuff like that. There are Farron in the house, in the guardhouse and along the palisades, as what you can see. There are also Farron on other palisades that are far beyond this map that you can't see. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Cool. There are individuals out in the fray, like innocent citizens that could possibly need rescuing. So that's another thing to consider. As you can see, these 3 farmers trying to make it back home. Given how fast they are moving, who is the expert on the ranger? Okay, here, the ranger. Ranger, you can tell immediately, seeing how fast they're moving, none of them are going to make it before this gate closes. Granted, they could go the long way around, but that also means an extra turn or two where they're on the outside. Because they're headed straight for the gatehouse. So they would end up in the gatehouse, slam it, and then have to go around. You know, make sense? If there isn't already a fortification there. Cool. So what you have witnessed is a couple boulders just piercing through the mist and almost squashing a farmer at this moment. We're going to roll a couple things. I want you to, we're going to roll, correct me if I'm wrong, what's your initiative bonus?
Mine?
Yeah.
+2.
What's your initiative bonus, Maeve? +4?
3.
+3?
Yes.
And what's your initiative bonus?
I think it's 2.
Your dex is only +2?
+3. Plus,
Your dex,
yours is
your
+3.
dexterity modifier. Okay, so you guys are going to, you have +3, +3, +2, so we're going to say the average. You guys get a +3 to your turn order thing. So this is, we're doing squadron initiative. Make sense?
Tape measure.
Ooh, it got used. Honey, can you grab the tape measure from upstairs in the junk drawer, please?
I just
Have
want
this.
an idea of how.
If that
Yeah,
helps.
that worked. I can use
Okay.
that. Idea of how long this battlefield is.
Sure.
Same as it is. How much is that?
So it's about 120 feet to the tube.
Okay.
Sweet.
How far is it? 80 feet? I'm assuming like here.
The big trunk.
80 feet is
What's 60 gonna be?
16 inches.
Yeah.
60 gonna be like
right
that
about
tree?
here.
Yeah. Okay. So, so someone roll for your squadron. What's the average of your initiatives?
3,
Mine's 4.
1.
Okay. So
Two.
So 3.
3.
So 3. Okay, so you guys get +3 and you guys get +3. You guys roll initiative. I'm going to roll initiative for the Farron. They get +1 to their
Mhm.
initiative. They have a 17. Okay, we're
You
going
roll.
to do this
Yeah, just do it.
super analog
12.
style.
15.
That was not great.
Oh,
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
here. I want to see what I would have gotten.
I'm gonna see what I would have gotten. Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
10.
I rolled a 4. I rolled a 3.
Oh, yeah. So.
I need another piece of paper.
Yeah, so average out to about 6.
Shut up.
We actually rolled a 52. So
I missed my one.
Okay, cool. So, what'd you guys get?
7.
7.
yeah.
So, what do you want? Squad names?
Um,
Squad Maeve, Stern, Osfer. So,
Moss.
Moss. Squad Moss.
Moss Squad.
Moss Squad.
My squad.
As you got a 7.
Best side.
Best side. West side. Best side. Oh, for
Best
me,
side.
Best side.
Yeah. Nah.
So best side. And what'd you guys get?
15.
15. Okay. And Farron got a 17. And then and that's it. And we're just gonna do. Ooh. Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. So here's what happens. The incursion got an 18.
Jesus.
No cheating.
Little
Okay.
bugger.
All right. So up first
Okay.
is the incursion.
Bugger.
You see what looks like.
Quick question before
Sure.
we get going. Are we standing there? Are we on the
You
top
guys
stage?
can. This is all that boulder that came through is happening as you guys approached this area. I'm gonna say that those of you who were on Palisades.
I would like to be on the Palisade.
That's the thing. Here's what I want to say. I want to say pick one of you from each squad that can be on a Palisade because you're the ones
You
that
have the longest range,
Yeah,
right?
oh,
at the moment
yeah.
because you guys
Yes.
it would probably be the one that's moving that can move the fastest.
Do you want to be on a palisade?
I think I have the best.
If you don't, it can be somebody
You would
else.
have
Fine.
the
I'd
fastest
rather
movement
be, like,
speed.
running
Unless
out
do you have
and fixing
35 or
people.
30?
Yeah, because I was
30.
gonna.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it
also
doesn't
think
matter.
Just
I think
one
fast.
of you because this is like the boulders coming through the thing happened as
should
some
be
of
on-
you
you
like
should be on the
first got up there and
Palisade.
saw
Yeah,
it
yeah,
happen
just snipe
immediately,
people.
while the rest of them are like
That was
rest
kind
of
of
you
my
goes like,
plan.
what are we doing? What's going on?
So I put
and then
you guys back
things
together.
happen, and then during your turn you can do stuff. Make sense?
Okay, so whoever's the fastest is on the Palisade?
Yeah, unless you decide it wanted to be someone else like they did, which is fine.
Yeah.
You want Maeve to be up there?
Yeah,
That's fine.
100%.
Okay, Maeve, go ahead, pick a Palisade here. You can use your little.
Put me on the one on this side of the building.
Yep, cool.
Cool. This guy right here.
Yes,
Cool.
please.
Do. Okay, cool.
Are you
Cool.
sure you want that one?
We're gonna make it big now so people can see everything that's
thinking-
going on.
I
I'm
am
thinking you
cast
also
in
go up
big
there, and I
Enlarge
can't
reduce.
see
Just a big.
to prevent the flanking. I
Yeah,
also
can't
should have
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, let's we can adjust.
Right now,
Apparently
I'm
that's, like,
concentrating on my
actually a
flame
word
arrow
in, like,
spell.
the
Or maybe,
dictionary.
Wait, and
So
big.
the only
Yeah,
other
I just
thing I'm
can't
going to
see
be able
the
to
top
do
of
right
it.
now,
I'm gonna
I think this got bumped.
because I'll be using my
We're on The
bonus action
Simpsons,
to
of all things.
like,
I'm a simple man. I hear a cold and funny word. I immediately
shoot my arrows and
incorporate it in my
shit.
vocabulary.
so
How's that?
for the
Good?
most part, it's going to be like ice knife,
Mm-hmm.
fucking
That's good enough. Yeah,
create
a little bit
bonfire.
twist it. Twist it to. Sorry, Theo.
I wonder if that might dispel some of the fog.
Maybe.
Go this way.
That just might create more smoke.
There we go. Great. That's good enough. Cool. So, great. So we've got Bastion up here and Maeve over here. Cool. What happens first is that two of these, looks like naked, but you can't tell because their beards are so long and their hair is so long. Stout individuals, but like medium creatures, like come out from the mist. Right here. One is like on top of the mushroom right here, and it looks like they've got satyr legs, but they look like dwarves who have like never gotten a haircut in their lives,
Gone feral.
but have like a bunch of hair all over it, and it almost looks as that as you're looking at them, like their hair moves almost like tentacles, like they can control how their hair moves, and they've got satyr legs, and one of them has a big old boulder up, and one has a big old club. As they walk through, these look like fey creatures. Anybody who has fey ancestry or Goblin Boy, because of certain things that we've talked about, you can roll a history or Arcana check to see what these creatures are.
God damn! Why does every fucking intelligence check go bad?
It's a
History of Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
18.
18. Give me something. What is it?
So, okay, you said history?
History or Arcana.
So, my history modifier is a 6.
Plus
so that
6?
brings me up to a 7.
Oh my god. All right, so 18 and the 20. You guys you recognize these creatures. You from the sect, Len, and you from just because they were part of folklore. Yeah, as like all land, like half of landers look like this, but they're really just fey creatures.
Right.
That kind of got lost in translation from lores. You go like, yeah, the ones that live in mountains all look like this. You think like at first you're like, oh, that's a dwarf, and you don't realize, and then you're like, oh wait, no, I think that's the thing. Len corrects you and goes like, no, that's a Korid. And he's like, oh, right, I've heard those things before. So these are called Korids, and they are fey creatures that can like control earth and stone, summon elementals, and control their hair at will. They're keratin benders. They can control their hair. Noah's our joke with that, making fun of what was it, Inhumans, or what it was? Ugh.
Fucking humans.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot about that.
So anyway, so you see like these are probably the cause of like these boulders being chucked. You also, Bass, from your stories about them is that they love to dance, and sometimes their dances are irresistible.
Oh shit.
Ah, fuck.
And then you're like, wait, we imprisoned the satyr. These guys have satyr legs, and they love to dance. This makes a lot more sense now.
They took a rave bar.
Okay, cool. You also see, however, in leading this
they're
squadron
assaulting this
here.
town to break the satyr loose because we took him captive.
So you
No
also
good
see
deed goes
leading this
unpunished.
is what looks like another history or arcana check for those that have some sort of fey ancestry or tied to the fey or tied to some sort of hunter
Good
fey.
Arcana roll. Let's go.
What?
26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Pip, you actually know this because you like nature and stuff like that, and your mentor had told you some stories about the Fae. And the Fae have several different kind of courts, but they're ultimately split among two factions: the Seelie and the Unseelie. And you know that the stories of the Unseelie are often like bug-like creatures that manifest in that type of thing, but haven't been seen from who knows long. This looks like a creature from those types of story. This looks like an unseelie fairy with like dragonfly wings and like chitinous legs and arms, bare-chested. What I believe they're holding a staff or a club. That appears to be directing these two Korid forward, and they're like, and just skittering above this, flying above this trunk here, and leading this like what looks like an incursion squadron, like a platoon. They can cast spells, they can fly, and they're a lot stronger than pixies. However, they also are immune to things like charming. But however, I believe you got 26. Okay, yeah, I get to tell you one of their weaknesses. They love precious jewels. Love precious jewels. They love milk and cream and candies.
Berries
and they
and
love things
cream.
that look like milk, cream, and candies. Cool. That's what you know.
Cool.
Okay. Great. So this squadron is going to take their turn. I do batch attacks just to make things move faster. One guy's going to try to throw his boulder again. He's going to try to hit the woman in the blue Victorian dress. He misses. Go ahead and put another boulder right next to her. I believe I left you the little thing, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Here we go. Here's a boulder. There you go. Thank you.
That lady?
Nope, there you go. The boulder does not feel so conflicted. The other one is going to. The other one is going
Another
to do.
one.
Going to do. Is in the process of. So here's how this works. They are in the process of. I'm to get to the microphone.
We're gonna die.
So they looks like they're in the
Town
process
is
of
gonna
like
get
summoning
destroyed.
something as they do a little dance, and you see like a part of the ground start to like rumble and shake, and something begins to
No.
rise out of it. But they're not done yet. Like they're still in the middle of the ritual as they keep like jumping up and down from the mushroom down the ground, like to the ground, to the mushroom, to the ground, to the mushroom, doing this little dance as something is rising from the ground over in this area, as it appears like they're doing some sort of summoning ritual. That's what it does. The other one over here, the fairy is going to cast a spell at. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's the right.
You're good.
Should be called 6E, not 1D&D. What's the range of this spell? Okay, can you tell me
2 feet.
how far it is from the gatehouse to them?
No, it's about 80 feet.
80 feet. Okay, they're gonna fly 20 feet ahead.
Didn't they just move?
They're faster than the Korid. Quite a lot faster. Yeah. They can decide to. So they get a bonus if they stay together as far as like protection, but this one's deciding to move ahead to cast a spell. Then they're gonna cast Fairy Fire on this whole 20-foot cube, which is the gate, gatehouse, and actually none of you are in it. It's gonna be these guys. So I'm just gonna roll batch dexterity saving throw. It's good. Everyone passes. So they resist the fairy fire. So they don't get advantage on that.
Nice.
And that's their turn. Great. Next up is the Farron. The Farron are going to, now that the fairy is in range, going to fire off a bunch of arrows. That's a miss. They just go wide. It's really hard to see in the mist. I will say, since it is super, super foggy, anything past 60 feet from the gate is at disadvantage when it comes to ranged attacks because you can't see anything.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
Tracks.
So any type of ranged attack past 60 feet. That'll change if you go further. You'll be able to like see 60 feet around you. It does get thicker as far as you go in. We'll talk about it. If you have some sort of light source or other stuff, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Cool. That's all the Farron can do. They do try to close the other gate a little bit more. Actually, we're just going to do this. We're going to just close that one and keep that one all the way up. Cool. That is now best side.
When do you want the people to run?
They go on the Farron's turn. Yes,
All
so
right.
because that's just the town. So they're going to. They are farmer and villagers. They only move 20 feet.
Okay, they're far as shit. Oh, that's not bad.
Oof. Right past that guy. But I think they probably would keep themselves a wide berth. I'm actually going to roll a morale check for them real quick. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, so they get there because if they were too scared, they would have not moved. They would have like tried to
Gone
go
that way.
that way and hide. Yeah, but they are able to run by them. Okay, cool.
Right.
Best side. What you guys doing?
Okay, so
I was thinking. So I have a
You guys
question.
can do combo things too if you want.
I just have a question for you. So
Sure.
if I run 30 feet out and then cast fly on myself, do I still get 60 feet of fly?
When you use fly gives you the option to either take your movement or
Oh, okay,
60
okay.
feet of movement. When you take the movement, like when you use
So
your movement, you have to use either of them. If you're
Okay.
walking, you like for every 5 feet of movement you use 10 feet of fly because you 60 foot of fly. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah,
it's still
that's cool, that's
a
cool.
movement thing.
okay. I'm gonna just straight up sprint out of the gate towards the nearest person.
You got it.
Is 35 feet enough to get me to someone?
35 feet,
they're
5,
first,
10, 15,
maybe.
20, 25, 30. You're going to get like right out of the gate
Yeah.
with 35. You're going to be like right there.
Okay. What's the range on this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's touch.
one break? It's just
Yeah.
a new mini. I haven't seen it.
It's one that looks like his
does.
his art.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna dash as well.
Okay.
And
So you can get to her. Yeah, you like
Yeah.
with like 15 feet, I think, or 20 feet or something like
Yeah.
that. 15, yeah.
okay, would I be able to get on her other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
And I'm just gonna, since that's my action.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
just
take
gonna
you
try
another
to
10
kind of
feet,
stand
but-
there and just make my body like big.
Oh,
See if
you're
I can
trying to
just,
like give her half
absorb-
cover.
Yeah, like see if I can help her like absorb anything that might fly. in her
Okay, so you
direction.
like spin around her and you like tell her to get down and like do that whole like police thing or like special forces thing where you say
Wait,
like
should
get
I-
down, use my shield as a body, and that kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'll say that as long as people are on that side of you, trying to hit her, it will give them disadvantage to hit her and just regular roll on you. So like if it's like a wide thing, yeah, I'll say it'll help. Yeah, I'll say yeah. No, I'll just say that it gives her half cover. It gives her a +2 bonus to her AC. Makes it easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Sound good?
And
Yeah.
can I pick people up while flying?
As Pip, as a small creature with how much strength?
50.
11.
11
Please?
strength. You could certainly try.
Okay.
You see what happens.
Sure.
Okay, so
Wait, hold up.
Oh,
Let me see if I have
my
any
brain
other.
forgot about it. I've been watching way too many Pokemon videos recently.
Okay, let me see if I have any other.
Oh, you're getting.
Oh, duh. This is so easy. Okay. I'm stupid.
Dude, so-
Okay.
Can I use that when you're done?
Yep.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm
I
gonna
have this one.
and not burn a third level spell.
Okay.
Is I'm gonna
Tito is.
bonus action or not bonus. I'm gonna run as far as I can.
Okay, so 25 feet.
Nope, 30 feet.
Oh, goblins have 30 feet?
That's
Yeah.
the only
Cool,
reason I'll
cool,
take it.
So you get right at the gate.
And then I'm going to cast.
Was it to there?
How far
inches.
is Vortex Warp?
So
It's 90 feet.
90 feet. So I
I don't have to take
so 90 feet, and then
The thing that probably needs to take the dash.
okay. So I was gonna cast Vortex Warp on the person.
Farthest
Len.
away.
There's
no.
one here,
Oh, there's
one
one here.
here.
Who's
Yes.
the? Okay, the person.
There's a farmer here. There's a farmer here. Whoops, I can't see here. And then there's a farmer here.
So there are 3
There's
farmers.
3 farmers.
I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp on the farmer farthest away. That's 90
Red
feet.
dress farmer, you got it.
Red
You're
dress
within.
farmer.
Yeah.
And
They're easily
turn
within.
around and pop her back in.
Okay, do you signal her to her you're about to do something?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna yell and be like, "Hey, hey, hey!" And if she looks over at me, I'm gonna teleport you inside, please. What? I got you. Just
Ah! She keeps running.
okay.
Get,
Get ready for something weird. And then I cast
whole
a
thing is
spell.
weird!
I cast a spell.
you cast a spell. Okay, cool. I'll say it counts as willing, yeah, because like she's desperate and she's running. Cool. Yeah, and so you just straight up you can put her off the map because it's like 90
Yeah.
feet in either direction.
Yeah,
you can
so I'm gonna
just
just
you
pop
wanna put her
her.
in the house.
Yeah.
You put her
I'll
in the
pop
house.
her way the fuck as far away
Oh,
as
you
I
just
can.
want to put her in town? Okay, cool. So
She just
individual saved. You got it. Boom.
and I give her a thumbs up.
She's like, ah! And she runs into a building.
And I am sniping Summon Boy at disadvantage because he's 90 feet into the fog.
You got it. This boy who's doing this little summoning dance.
Yeah.
You got it.
Natural 20 and
No.
disadvantage.
No.
Oh
So,
no!
That's
does
so
a 13 hit?
I don't think it does,
Okay.
unfortunately.
That's fine.
Oh, it is.
Aye.
It's a bitch of a nerd.
Another 13.
I hope that I can hit well. on
So
that
both
one
Eldritch
roll.
Blasts
That's
miss
all I
him.
need.
Yeah, unfortunately they both miss. Yeah.
That's fine. And then Summon Tentacle on Creepy Fae Chick. And he's going to give a slam.
My question for you
Nope.
is,
Missed on that one, too.
missed it that too. Oh man. Okay.
And less than 11 hits her.
No, unfortunately, it does not. There they are. Cool. Real quick, I just want to make sure I have this up so I don't forget it. There is an option, just so you know, that you can attack creatures individually, meaning that you can eliminate them faster. You can also attempt to attack squadrons if you guys act together, and like if you want to like combine attacks or combine spells or abilities, you want to do something like that because you do simultaneously, allowing you to like attack the like the health of the whole squadron. You'll at least 2 of you have to act in unison and use your actions to do whatever it is you're going to do in order for that to take effect. And the squadron has to be like somewhat reasonably together. Does that make sense? They can also do the same with you guys, but you guys have all split up, so you guys don't get the whole squadron bonus thing. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. If you are in squadron bonuses, you get +1 to your attack and damage rolls and AC as you act as a kind of like a phalanx. Does that make sense?
How close do we have to be?
You
Like
have
the
to be
Pokemon?
within 10 feet of each other to act as a squadron. I'd say for those of you that have I would say, yeah, let's just keep it there. I don't want to make it any more complicated than that. Make sense? Like, think of it as a paladin's aura.
Yep.
Cool? All right, cool. Great. Moving on then. Best side is done.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Moss squad is up. I really wrote it down.
So, I mean, I want to be able to where I can get into line of sight of one of these guys, shoot a guiding bolt at them,
Ooh, yes.
to where it could cancel out that advantage, disadvantage, just make it a straight roll at one of them.
Okay.
How are you getting? You going to like the edge of the palisade?
I mean,
Or are you going towards the gate?
Just wherever I
Which
can.
way around?
Yeah, I think you can make it to the edge of the palisade from where you are. That's 7 inches. Yeah,
Mm.
7 inches. How many feet is that? I don't know.
That's what, 35, right? 7 inches. 35?
7 inches, 35, yes. So you just...
I mean, I can only go 30. Fuck! Why did you put it so far back? Can I just go like? I mean, it's 100.
If I was able to get up there, then you should be too. We have the same speed.
I mean, I just need to be able to get into line of sight with one of them, just so I can get a guiding bolt on one.
You could go sideways if you want.
That's probably what I want to do. I just
was to the edge of the
just
palisade.
has to be 30. Is it 30 feet? It's probably going to take you...
6
Just 'cause-
inches is 30 feet.
And you're trying to hit
You could
who?
get line of sight from
just
here.
any one of either of these two.
You would be able to see this one and this one. You won't be just quite where the palisade is, but from right there, yeah, you would have a line of sight. Here, we can even
Yeah.
look at because we've got lasers. We got
Right.
lasers. You would have line of sight to
All of them.
this one and that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the one doing the summoning dance.
It is. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
just do a guiding bolt with
Okay.
that
Cool.
at disadvantage.
At disadvantage because they are 60 feet away. You got it. Boom.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and do my movement, and I'm
Oh, let's go!
a little bit
That's
farther
a
than
21 to
I
hit.
am, so
That hits. You got it.
Let's go. Right? Okay. Yeah. Plus. Yeah.
Your wife would be proud.
God damn! Why you gotta do me like this right now?
Tell me how much damage so I know what to roll.
Wait.
Ooh, that's a
So
good.
if we're all
Four.
up,
And this is radiant, by the way.
we get our squadron
four.
bonus.
9.
For
If you guys are all within 10 feet of each other, you get a squadron bonus, which is +1 to attack and damage rolls, and +1 to AC.
So we are within 10 feet, and I think we are within 10 feet. But are all of
You,
us?
you are not within 10 feet. That's 15 feet for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say if Stjerne got a little closer and you got on the ladder, you.
Well, I'm thinking Stjerne goes up on the other side of the palisade, and I stand at the base. And then
I
we
would
close up.
allow that to work for you because the only reason why you wouldn't be is because you're a halfling, and I think that's unfair, just because you're short. So yeah, no, I would allow that to
Okay.
work. Yeah.
So maybe not this turn, but next turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would allow
Yeah,
that to work because
palisade.
pretty much what they're doing is that they're doing Overwatch for you, and you're like being a spotter for them and like getting in the trenches. So your infantry
I was
that they're
gonna,
covering.
Shoot as many things as I can until they get close, and then stun things.
You got
as they
it.
try to
Cool.
get around.
So you did your movement. Did anything else you wanted to do?
I think Maeve is going to attack before I attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
With advantage and stuff.
Again, my usual thing.
How much damage did you do?
I did 15.
15. Okay, so I
Nice.
gotta roll a con save here. See if they maintain concentration. They do not.
Let's go.
You see, they stop
Let's
dancing as you see this guiding bolt like hit them right in this like glowing green eye, and they're like, "Rawr! Rawr!" And you see whatever they were summoning just gets buried back, and they get really really angry, and they start stomping on the mushroom, and the mushroom like breaks, and they fall over, and they stand back up.
Be careful with those reagents, man.
They climb back up on the mushroom, so they still have. So it's a straight roll to hit that. Yes.
Yes, I'm not moving from where I'm at, but I'm just gonna yell in Sylvan, "This is your last chance to turn away."
Weapon warned.
Oh, okay. Charisma check. I'm gonna say intimidation.
That's a good roll.
Yeah. 19.
19.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You see the fairy look up at you. The unseelie fairy right here looks up at
Yes.
you. Like squints their eyes. These like big bug wide eyes. Squints for a moment, and just as this like unearthly like chittering chattering like screech behind them, as you hear much larger wings flutter beyond the fog. You don't know what that means.
Yes.
But-
Okay.
It looks like they called
Well-
to something.
Okay. Well, so you cast guiding bolt on the one on the mushroom, right?
Yes. So that's going to be a straight roll if you want to attack
Yeah.
that.
I'll attack him.
Okay.
Okay.
23.
23 hits. Yeah. Go ahead. Do
Nice.
your damage.
That does my. Let's see. 3 plus. So 6.
6 damage.
And-
You got it.
Because my attacks do twice.
You just attack again. You have an extra attack.
Do I have to roll the
Yeah,
d20
it's,
again?
yeah, it's a
I haven't
whole
had to
nother
attack in a long while.
No, it's okay. It's a whole nother
But-
attack. Yeah.
So
You used up his guiding bolt.
This
so
one's
you're
gonna
at
be a
dis-
So this one's
disadvantage.
this one's at disadvantage because the guiding bolt only applies to the next attack.
I mean, unless you want to apply anything to that first attack or whatever.
No,
Okay.
no, so 9 plus 7, so
16?
16,
16?
yes.
16 just hits.
Nice.
okay. And that is another 6 damage.
6 damage. You got it. So a total of 12 for you. Awesome. 15 and 12. This guy looks beat up. Pretty beat up. Yeah, not looking great. He's got 2 arrows in him and just stops fading and glowing. And he looks angry and he's pissed off. And his like hair goes up almost Medusa style. And this forms like another face of his on top of his own head that looks angry.
Girl, that style does not work for you.
Great.
Oscar.
Yeah, following the aggressive negotiation tactics of Maeve, I yell out to the lady with the wings, and I say, "Turn back. This is your last warning."
In common.
I don't think she knows halfling, so
Okay. Roll a
Do it in primordial.
intimidation check at disadvantage.
Oh, right. If I yell this in primordial, is it an intimidation?
You get advantage, actually.
You said roll what?
Intimidation at disadvantage
At disadvantage.
because you're not speaking their language.
Lower of those was a 10, plus you said intimidation is 11?
11? Okay. You see, after she screams back and turns around, just looks at you, straight at you, as you're the one that's yelling, and kind of squints her eyes.
Hope she knows
Hey,
comedy.
this is helping me. They're the
All
ones
right.
talking. I'm just
Back to the top. It's now the incursion again. You see.
Well, if I didn't use my action to attack, then I'll say that I.
Oh wait,
dashed.
sorry. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
to use my bonus action.
Yeah. Please.
So I was just gonna shoot an arrow at that closest one.
The fairy.
That's
You
within
got it,
60,
you
I
got it.
believe.
That's the blue
Fairy.
blue rimmed fairy. I
Yep.
believe it's on their
Blue
base.
fairy.
Yeah, blue fairy. You got it. Cool.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Coolio. That's gonna be 19.
19 hits.
All right, I believe that's just.
You can do your attack at the same time, so I can get totals up.
Yep.
Oscar.
Are you gonna attack?
I'm not gonna attack it
Oh,
yet
okay.
until it starts. It hasn't attacked any of us yet.
7.
It did try to cast
plus
fairy fire on the game.
4.
Yeah,
That's going to be 11 damage.
but I'm gonna say.
Did you
that
do your fire
I'm gonna
arrow?
interrupt
Yeah,
that
yeah,
with
yeah. So
common
that's
sense.
5 radiant damage, and then 2. Or sorry, that's
You don't need to split it.
okay.
Just tell me the total. There's
Yeah,
no.
so
resistance
7
to
plus
the
4, 11 damage.
You got it. Cool. Okay.
These
All right.
are our warning shots.
That's it.
Okay.
Incursion.
Incursion. Another squad pops up out of the mist. This time over here. Another 2 Koreds.
You sound like Blue from Blue's Clues right there.
really?
and a fairy. This one with a sword and shield, so probably has a higher AC. Whoa. That's fine. This is
How wet is the board getting from that mist?
Not very.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, so that was the point of him buying the neoprene mats.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
so that it wouldn't like make it so wet that it couldn't fucking work. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm stepping on your notebook.
I mean, there's a puddle there, but it's
it's
just
neoprene, it'll
sitting
be
there.
fine. It'll just be rubber, and then
Yep.
it will dry, and then it won't warp. And it'll be
Easy
fine.
peasy.
That's the whole idea. All right, cool.
Digger.
Cool. So there's another squadron there. They're going to rock throw. That is at
kind of have to go with the game.
Len.
Yeah. Okay.
That is going to be a 16 to hit you, Len.
That's just barely.
That hits. Okay, cool.
Grab some more of that little popcorn stuff.
That is
Packing peanuts, you mean?
11 points of bludgeoning damage to you as this thing comes down. You have an option here. You can take the full damage, or you take that damage and you can take a little extra so that the person you're protecting doesn't take any.
No, I'll
damage.
take all that damage.
You want to take that? Okay, so you're going to take just a little extra and they won't take any damage. You only take an extra 3 points of damage, so that's going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Does the
Because
rock
it
have
has like an
reach?
impact, it has like a radius, impact radius, and so you just like interpose yourself between it and everything so that they don't get hurt. You got it. We're going to another spell is going to try to go. We're going to boom 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 boom. Who is within range here?
Len.
I'm not sure.
No one is. What?
You're 55 feet from Len. Everybody else is further than that.
Okay.
Where am I? Oh, I'm
In
right
the
in there.
gate.
I'm right in there.
Yeah.
I'm
We're going
here.
to do.
That's where I am.
I think. Thinking.
So 55 feet is Len.
55
so
feet? Okay, so that's
60,
just within that.
65-ish.
We're gonna do. I think charm person. Yeah, so they're gonna try to charm you, but you have Fey ancestry, so you get advantage on this.
Wisdom save? Charisma save.
It's wisdom save. Yeah,
That's a 13.
a 13. That's not enough.
Damn.
You are charmed. So you consider the Fey, this Fey incursion, as friendly acquaintances.
Guys, stop. You don't have to throw boulders at them. Come
Yeah.
on.
And like so, but you also view like the town as like bullies that maybe could be taken down a notch.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just tell me if I'm overreaching, but I'm gonna say you probably stopped protecting the individual you were protecting at the moment.
I think I would, but I probably that extra like splash damage I probably wouldn't have like.
No, because this happens after that. Because the boulder happened first, and then the charm person. So yeah,
Damn.
so you're still fine with that. Yeah, yeah. But I
You get nothing
don't
out
think
of
you're
this?
escorting them anymore.
Yeah, probably like.
Yeah, you're just kind of like you're just charmed. It's not like mind control. You just like they're your friends, and these guys are like kind of being mean. if that makes sense. And then you act however you want to act. Cool. Great. And then the other guy is going to. This guy's going to start dancing. See if he can do his dance.
Just
Right back
hidden
here.
there.
That's a dance.
Yep.
Not
more
the
dance. Same
dance.
Great.
What's
That's
the
it.
range on that, please?
It's the Farron. The Farron are going to shoot a volley of arrows and attempt to close the door almost on you, Pip.
Oh no, that's not nice.
And everybody can, all the villagers can move that aren't engaged.
So she's gonna get to the gate.
She's going to get right to you, Pip.
There.
She's not going to make it.
Nope.
Does
they're not gonna make
she
it.
realize she's not gonna make it? And start
you in a
running
moment of panic?
and start running over here.
Or
I don't know.
Pip's gonna
Let's see.
yell,
Let's
"I
see if
got
she does it in a
you!"
moment of panic.
She's
Or
far
there's
enough
also the
away.
door to the guard tower.
Yeah, true.
Ooh. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'd say she rolled 10. Probably going to head to the door. Door is probably locked and barred, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll roll some luck checks to see what happens. Okay, cool.
wait, so
Arrows.
if one of
So
us were
Fair-
to try to go in there, we'd have to kick the
She's
door
like
down?
at the door.
I mean,
No, she was back
there's
here.
people in there, so I mean, like,
They only get
Oh,
20
okay.
feet.
Then she's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
volleys, not good. They rolled another 4. They can't fucking hit
Jeez Louise.
anything. It's really bad. Okay, cool. Next, it's best side.
I'm blasting
Okay, you got it.
Faychick.
Any of you guys working together or anything?
I was gonna vortex warp the last little girl.
The one that went that way.
Yeah.
Okay, and put her to safety
Put
as well.
her to safety.
You put her right next to him. She's like,
And I'm like, yeah.
cool, perfect.
that spell coming in clutch.
17
Very much,
is one.
tails
The other one was
would be-
10.
17 hits.
Okay.
Miles tails.
I'm
Miles
rolling
tails.
like.
Miles tails per
Len,
hour.
what do you? Len,
Is
you
miles
are
per hour.
charmed. What are you doing?
I hate it so much.
I love it. I think it's a cute little reference.
That's because I never got that until.
You are at the
last.
moment acting entirely independently of your squad.
9 points of damage.
I believe you get to
Actually,
save at the end of your turn
Friends
too.
bought a copy of that
Okay.
game for us when it came out.
Oh, no.
9
So, like,
points of
it would
damage
be
from
like
the Eldritch
Sonic 2?
Blast.
To
Oh, yeah.
fairy.
Fey. Yep. Blue
I'm
Fey.
just gonna.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
I love that game.
And the tentacle does
Oh,
6
Lord,
points
my
of
God.
damage to her.
Ooh, nice. Okay, they look pretty hurt.
The remaster.
All right.
Yeah,
And her speed is reduced by 10 feet.
I'll pick it up.
Oh,
The price
even
drops
better. Great.
significantly.
The only one that, like, even
That
thought
Fae
about it was
closest to
Saga
me,
game,
I'm just
and I
gonna
played
run
it,
up
it was
to them
Yeah.
and speak in Sylvan and just be like, "Why are you wasting your time on this place when there are better things to be up to on this ilk?"
Interesting. Okay.
The one that
Roll a persuasion check.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Like you're above this kind of thing. That's like a 5. Wait, my charisma is like. Wait, no. Yeah, that's a 5.
That's a 5. Just like, where have all the flowers gone?
Yeah.
In Sylvan, and they're like, get out of the way. As
When
they're
you just-
like,
To like go back and
Just
play the
away.
show.
you're like, "Okay, I'll catch you up later."
Yeah.
One of those people that's like trying to get in with the popular people, but the popular people are just mean to you all the time.
Yeah.
Just perfect.
try
I
harder.
spent way too much time.
Yeah, okay, we'll talk later. I'll text
Insane.
you. Perfect.
The god ones that were like immune.
All right, that was best side then, right?
Well, can you
Okay,
save?
cool.
Can he save?
Yes,
Oh,
you can save
To Doyle.
with advantage because of your Fey ancestry.
Yes. 10. And yeah, that's 18.
18. That's a success. You're no longer charmed. You get swerved by this individual. You get curved by this individual, and you're like, well, fine. You know what? I switch sides.
That's rude.
You're not like after all.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I'm gonna kill all these guys.
Fuck you. Oh wait.
Eat your legs.
you.
Fuck you, I will commit murder.
I'm gonna cook you up and eat you.
I'm gonna eat all these people.
Alright. She
Perfect.
She has not heeded my warning.
Moss Squad.
Bonus action. Can't say shot.
Are you guys? Are you?
Attack,
Did you guys want to
attack.
rearrange yourselves before you do stuff for
I-
squad bonus?
I am where I want to be.
should I get up on the palisade?
Yeah. Does he have enough movement? 30 feet
Yeah,
to get there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he has just enough to it.
Okay, sick. Yeah, then I'll get up there, and so we'll get our bonus.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
sick.
You'll be good.
Do you want me to shoot off another guiding bolt? Because I pretty much only have
Don't
one.
forget that your palisade bonus and your squad bonus stack. So if you are on the palisade right now, you have +2 to attack and +2 to damage rolls, and +2 to your AC.
Okay, so I don't think. I mean,
So I
I'm
just
pretty much
get-
rolling plus
You have
9
+1.
on
I just
any
get plus
attack.
one all of those. Okay. I can only reach this one. So you and Maeve, I think, coordinate farther out attacks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot this lady.
Okay, cool.
Both of those hit. This first one was a 20.
Nice,
hits.
Natural 20.
Ooh, those dice.
Got a nice little crit
So
there.
you're gonna do 3 hit 3,
I
basically
gotta
3
roll
hits.
a whole other. Yeah. These are gonna be the crit. On
This is
that.
from your short bow, I guess.
Yeah. Shit, that is damn near max damage.
Oh my gosh, go off.
That is 12.
Kill people.
15, 16, 17, 18, plus 3 is 19, 20, 21, plus damage rolls, right? 1?
+1, yeah.
So 22?
22 points of damage.
With the first shot.
Oh, they are on
Oh my God.
death's door. They are severely messed up.
The other one is
first
7,
fucking these people
8,
up.
9, 10, 11.
Boom. You just short bow it and like pierce their shoulder, and you hear like the crack of chitin as their shoulder like almost hangs by just a small piece of sinew, and then you just shoot it like right in the throat, and you just see as this like green like chartreuse green like goo just like they spit out of their fanged teeth and just fall. They're gone. Boom, get rid of them.
The one right next to Lynn.
33.
So there's just like fey blood all over the ground next to
Yeah,
Lynn.
blood over there.
How just for my max damage stats, that was how much? How much damage? In
That
30?
was 22 plus 11, so 33.
33. I think that's the most damage I've ever done in one turn.
Wow.
But you still, or
That was my double attack.
yeah, you
And
still
bonus
have
action.
possibly 2 more attacks.
No,
But
that
those
was-
are unarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
Sorry.
No, that was my bonus action and my attack.
Well, because you have extra attack at 5th level.
Yeah, that
So
was
those-
that.
3
One of
Oh,
them-
you
attacks.
did all that stuff.
One of them crit, one of them hit normally. Bonus action was Kensei shot.
Okay,
to
so
add
you
the
just
D4s.
didn't use the. I understand. Cool. Flurry of blows. I understand. Cool, cool, cool. You can't use range stuff for flurry of blows, can you?
Nope.
Okay, great.
That's why I used Kensei shot.
Yeah,
instead.
got it.
How far away am I from the one that's dancing right now? Because if I can get a guiding bolt at that, then I'll.
I think you're
you know,
80.
Longer.
Because my range is 120.
He's the one with the
on that.
club.
You're at 120.
Oh, that one's dancing.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it.
Okay, at disadvantage. Go ahead. Maeve, what are you doing? Because you guys can do your stuff together.
I'm gonna follow.
Just save time.
I'm gonna wait for him to shoot the guiding bolt,
And
and,
then
I'm
throw-
just kind
you
of
got it.
aiming already like with him.
Okay, cool. You guys are working together on this, and they're a
Oh, yes.
squad, so this is a squad attack.
That's
Okay,
sweet.
cool. So yeah, do your stuff, and you're gonna injure everybody in there during this attack. Make
Okay.
sense? Because they're grouped up, and you have your squad bonus, and you're acting in unison right now.
Oh my god, dude. That's so what? +9, right?
Yeah,
14.
14's not enough.
On the guiding
Wait,
bolt.
but let's see
Your-
because I want to see what you
Those
get.
get
Let's
plus-
average it.
Okay, so I'm rolling my attack.
Yeah.
We get +2 to that.
Yeah,
two to
here's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so I got
So that's a
+7 and
24.
then +2.
For a straight roll or at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay,
My
so
smaller number was like a 15.
So here's
and
so this is really cool because you guys are doing it in unison. They like happen simultaneously, and weird stuff happens because I just made stuff up, and this is how we're gonna do it. So you like see a Stjerne like winding up his stuff, and you've got your bow there, and you just like at the last minute correct his aim and nudge him with your elbow, and
Nudge
both
it
of
hit?
you, and it makes it hit. And so
Let's go.
Like the guiding bolt goes and like. And so here's the deal. I'm gonna have you roll your 2 attacks. They just hit. Everything hits. Just roll your shit.
All right, bet.
Roll all your damage. Roll your 2 attacks for your bow at straight rolls, and your guiding bolt. Just roll your damage. Well, you already hit, so just roll your damage
yeah.
for your 2 bow attacks. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And and it's pretty much like a barrage of arrows that's hitting.
15.
them. 15 total damage. So each of them take 15 damage. That's how that works. Is you just release a barrage and you.
And then 8 for my guiding
8
bolt.
of them. Okay, cool. They all look very hurt. They're all like they're all about like half.
Do we still hear the super loud wings?
So this is the
Um,
power of
Yes, you still hear it. It
Palisade
seems like
building
something's
camaraderie,
approaching.
isn't
Right,
it?
but slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I still got one. I still got
Okay,
one
cool.
more guiding bolt. Oh yeah.
You got it. Awesome. Boom. Is that Moss Squad's done then?
I still have. Well, I
Flame
mean,
arrow?
yeah, but my I think, right? I'm pretty sure it's just a. It's a 60-foot range for
When you
that
cast the spell, I think it's.
for my starry form archer.
Oh, okay, I
It's only
understand.
a 60-foot range.
So yeah, I don't think there's anything in range that you can hit. Not yet.
Len.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Shoot me.
It's like bloody on the battlefield.
I mean, can I? Because I did hit my guiding bolt, can
Well,
I
no-
go for one at disadvantage?
Long range disadvantage?
It's technically not a weapon attack. It's a thing, so it doesn't have a long range, short range. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
it says it in there, because it's not like a bow. It doesn't actually have a long range, short range. I'm pretty sure I'll get backed up on this, but here, I'll make a deal with you. If you can prove me wrong after this session, I'll give you a DM inspiration. Okay,
sounds
does
good.
that sound fair?
That shows
but
me.
I'm like 98% sure I'm right about
Yeah,
it.
no, I was just saying, I was like, maybe I can finagle something to where I can just do it at disadvantage for a longer
but
range or whatever
Yeah, it turns
to
out it's
try to like
not
lob it.
actually a weapon attack. It's just your ability.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool.
Agreed.
Done. Moss Squad done. Back to the Fae. The Fae. You see 3 fairies now come out of the fog, and they come blazing up the front right to you as they're moving super fucking fast. This one looks like it has more wings than any of the other ones.
Was this the loud
It looks like a
beating?
captain. This is not the loud beating. It's a little louder, but the loud beating consists, and it's still far away.
Oh, I'm scared.
The pink-haired, 6-winged fairy comes right up to you, Len. They all move super fast. One of their squad bonuses is like an insane burst of speed. The other 2 from the other side are going to come around and flank you, and they're just going to pincer
Good
attack.
idea
All
to
3 of them at
fortify.
you.
Len feels like such a fucking
Can you guys
idiot for
move
walking
this
up
one
them
and this
talking.
one to flank
Wouldn't
Len
we
as he
all
just
have
gets
to
attacked
do
from
that?
3 sides? I'm sorry, Len?
Len feels like such a fucking idiot for walking up them and
I
talking to
think
them.
we gotta do like a full fucking squadron attack.
Like that?
Okay, cool. So we're just going to roll here at advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta take
That's
out
not
one of
great.
these two
That's
because
only a
I don't
16 to
think- I
hit.
don't think we can
It
let
hits.
them summon it.
Ooh.
Just
So
barely.
whoever's there gonna
Ooh,
summon
and
these
that was at
is pretty
advantage,
good.
because the first one was
Do you
a
want me to-
2.
do you
It's
want
not
me to
good.
stretch real quick?
Okay, here's what's gonna happen.
I got
Believe
you.
it.
Appreciate it.
You go.
I'm gonna use my last second level spells.
As they slice
I
and
have
dice
a-
at you, you can
off
see
that.
like the one that looks like
Like
has
fingernails.
bracers and pink hair
put
has
it
this like
back on.
sword, but it goes.
And it
It looks
broke
like a great
again.
sword, but at the end it like hooks
Sorry
back,
about that.
and it's got like a hook on the end of it. As they like attempt to slash you and then like take the back of your spine out of your body. Yeah. So that is
I'm getting
18 points of slashing damage as these guys just slash you up.
I'm getting despined.
How you looking? Are you okay?
I'm up. So I'm sitting at a hot 5 out of 37.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you.
They're gonna do one. The captain's gonna take its second attack.
Just
Let's
oh.
go. Let's go.
Added. Oh wait, no. The captain doesn't get advantage. Doesn't matter. Those both rolls the same exact. That is only a 15 to hit.
AC is 15.
Oh,
No!
it is 10 points of damage, slashing damage, as she gets the hook around the back of your neck and just snaps your neck. Like, granted, but the way you, since you're like kind of partially undead, you
I like
don't fully
die, but like a
die.
little, like-
You like die, but you don't actually die
It's-
because of your nature.
It's just a little death.
Just
Yeah,
a little bit.
but to them,
Yeah.
you
I'll
look
give that.
fully dead. Yeah, they think you're done. Cool. Go ahead and knock him down for me. Great. Do. That's the phase. Do that is dancing. Is still dancing.
Did he do a concentration
Oh,
check?
did he get hit? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody
He
got a
got
bunch of
blasted.
damage. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Nope. He's failed. Nope. No dance for him. Done.
No
Okay,
dance
cool.
for you.
Everybody is. These guys are gonna move.
No dance?
Everyone's gonna move 35
No
feet
dance.
towards, just directly straight towards me, like in a straight line. And that one is 2. These guys are going to catch up to these guys, and then this is going to move 10 more feet.
They're gonna get to the tree.
Can someone
essentially.
move these guys 30 feet forward?
Go ahead.
Assuming that's about this far.
30 feet is... What happened to my tape, man?
I can't see.
Little 5 more. Just one more.
There you go. That's what they do. We're going to have
They're within range.
boulders here.
I can do it.
Palisade gets hit where you are, Bastion.
Okay.
Alright, so
Beats the damage threshold.
it's only
Your
10 feet wide,
palisade
though.
is there's 3 states as which the palisade can be. It can be 4 states, like new, damaged, devastated, and ruined. Right now it is sitting at damaged. Okay.
Wait,
So boom, boom, boom. Palisade.
wait, no, it's
1 for me is damaged. Cool. We're moving more stones here. That's a miss on the palisade. Osfer, as a boulder, lands right next to you. But you just kind of dodge out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my first time.
You got it. Some spells go off. Bastion, can you please roll a... I believe it's a wisdom save, but let me just double check.
Plays.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, please. Bastion, can you roll a wisdom saving throw? Stjerne, can you roll... Oh, nope. You're fine.
No word?
That one was already killed, so...
Is this a
Loser.
charm effect?
This is an illusion, so I don't think it counts as a charm. It doesn't say charm.
Is it a spell?
It is a spell.
Okay. Wisdom save is 22.
22, that's a success. Boop, 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 boop. I don't fail save at the end of each turn. End of each of the target turn performs spell. So the spell just ends. Nothing happens.
Cool.
Wow. It's a 4th level illusion spell at you and nothing happened.
Nice.
Wild. Okay. That's all they can do for right now. That's the Fae's turn. That's the Farron's turn. Arrows, and the people start moving.
No longer a disadvantage.
That person makes it in as the doors shut.
Woo! We saved all the
Dang.
people.
Yay.
Good job,
Did you get a chance to
deputies.
move, or you just didn't move?
He didn't move.
I would say that I say that like I had
Step
slipped
outside the
out
door?
of the door.
Yeah.
You want to be on the other side of the door?
I want to be
Where the
close
people
enough so
are.
I can see Len.
Okay, cool. Absolutely. This individual is going to go to the guard's door because they don't know where else to go. Oh wait, no,
No,
you got
he-
teleported.
he-
Everyone's
yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's safe.
Yeah,
you guys
you're
did.
welcome,
No
everybody.
casualties
Right.
so far.
Yeah, we
You're
got
welcome.
Let's go.
Deputy Pip.
I was
get, like,
totally expecting
yeah.
like 20 people to die.
You have no faith in us.
Well,
You started off with Len. You know these people aren't gonna make it. It's like, God damn it.
Pip to the rescue.
Oh, life is
Yeah, we
often
just have
stranger than
Pep over
fiction.
here like,
Cool. Farron's gonna do volley of
Like, pretty
arrows.
much.
Damn, they suck. They have not gotten above a single-digit number for their volley of arrows.
Damn.
These volunteers are not good at defending this place.
These guys are still
Maybe I
glowing,
should pay
yes?
them.
Oh, okay.
Are they?
No, because
From
they got
the
they got
guiding
hit a
bolt?
bunch of times. The guiding bolt and the hits got
Oh,
hit,
okay.
but that happened all at the same time.
Cool.
Okay, cool. That's done for the Farron. Beside.
So roll a death save.
Yeah.
Let's go. Wouldn't that be so funny if I crit failed? Ha, ha, ha. That's a 15.
That's a success.
I
Oh,
Pip and Bastion.
Our whole idea of split up the healers
so
this was a
so
good
that
idea.
you can heal your team
I
doesn't work.
don't know. Do I have a healing potion? Does everyone have a healing
I
potion?
have the healing potions.
You have all of them?
All of
I
them?
think I have all of them. I
You
have
didn't
one
dis-
healing potion and one healing potion powder.
Oh,
Because that's all.
And I don't think we've
made.
bought any.
we haven't bought any. Okay.
Just the mushroom ones.
Yeah, it's the one that would be written in your inventory. 'cause I've-
No, we had one. The Soren gave us one, but we used it.
We use it.
And then
right.
you guys made
I made
a couple.
Yeah.
Mushroom
Couple
ones.
Mushroom ones. Okay.
What
Anyway.
are you guys doing?
I
Well,
was waiting to see if he could save
Can-
Len, but
my plan was to vortex warp him out.
Right. He's
But I
technically
don't
an
know-
ally. Does he count as a willing creature if he's unconscious?
If he's dead.
If he's unconscious, that's a very good question.
can you
That's-
vortex warp an object?
He's not a corpse yet. He's dying. He's still he's still rolling
I
death,
mean,
death saving.
why would he
throws.
be unwilling?
My doctor talks about me in the
It's just
hospital.
it's more like giving. That's why I'm going to look it up because it's a bit of a gray area. Because how would it be? What's the difference between an unconscious ally and an unconscious enemy? In that sense.
I guess it's the question of can unconscious creatures be willing?
Then no. then no.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say
it's-
no.
The it's really a lot of people are saying it's up to the DM. I
Because my other what?
Because when
My other idea was to cast fly and
I'm gonna-
disengage.
So I'm going to do what I usually do. I'm going to leave it up to the dice. I'm going to say you can cast the spell.
I'm not gonna.
I'm going to
do
have
that.
Len roll a luck check, and if it's 10 or higher, it automatically succeeds and you can teleport him. If it's 11 or if it's if it's 11 or higher, it automatically succeeds and you teleport him. If it's a 9 or lower, he has to roll the saving throw, and if he fails, you teleport him. Either way, you have a decent chance of teleporting.
Okay.
Make sense? If you want to go through it.
Do it.
I just.
I think you should do it.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Do.
That's 12.
That's so automatically succeeds.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh god.
So
Otherwise,
you can put
Len
him
was
wherever
gonna
you
die. He's unconscious, surrounded by enemies.
Like he's like he like the breath goes big. It's rather than saying to Blave, he says I consent.
If
Send him over to them.
I have.
Yes, I will send him over to Oscar.
He's not really much of a healer.
You just so you see like
Yeah.
What it has to be when
You're
you
the
can
only
see.
other one.
Yeah,
who's, like,
so-
stealth
See,
and
okay,
shit.
so I guess directly in front of.
Yeah.
yeah directly in
Yeah,
front
yeah,
of Oscar. I just like deposited in front of Oscar.
I'll make an action healer.
You see like the word like
You go full
lights just
cleric,
kind of
and
like
just like thank God. I don't have to have a billion
little
healing
lights just-
spells.
If he
On
dies,
him, and then he
it,
just
cures
like
his
pops like a
undeath.
bubble of light.
yeah like a little bubble
You're-
pops and it's like
Good boy.
He just gets deposited.
Yeah.
So like a little bubble just of light just kind of like apparates around him and then disappears and then opens up and pops and deposits him like the cutest vortex warp I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
literally.
Right in front of you, Osfer, and Len's unconscious, bleeding.
Medicine
body.
checks won't. They'll stabilize him. They won't bring him back. Right.
They'll stop him from rolling
Okay.
death saving throws. Yeah, if you succeed,
But
you have
we-
to beat a
but-
10, I believe is what it is.
We
Yeah.
Okay,
have a +6.
Bastion.
Blasts
blast. You got it.
at Green Fay.
Or the one by those
Yeah.
trees or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
17.
17 hits.
Nice.
The other one
First
missed.
time that one's gotten. No, it's not.
That's
Because they
the
took a bunch of damage.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're like running at half.
6 points of damage,
Got it.
and then tentacle whip at the captain.
You got it.
That's gonna hit 24.
24. Yeah, that hits.
holy shit.
Yeah, Pip, how are you getting out of there, man?
Damn, son.
10
Misty step maybe.
Oh, smart.
10 points of damage.
cold damage.
No.
And she is slowed by 10.
You got it.
Or
okay.
fly.
Yeah, that slowing is devastating for these guys. Okay,
I
cool.
think fly because I ran out of second
Best
level
side's
spells.
done. Moss Squad.
All right. So, can we measure out 30 feet long? Because I'm gonna cast tidal wave on like pretty much everyone in here.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was
30 feet
Wait,
that way.
wait. Can we coordinate this so that I cast
what do you wanna do?
Fireball and then you cast Tidal Wave?
You can
Well,
hold
no, I can cast tidal wave, so it'll knock him prone, so that you can get advantage.
on your fireball because they'll be
good
prone.
point.
Granted,
Well,
they
'cause
will
the heat
go.
difference, they'll
They'll
just shatter
go
like
and
glass
stand
in the
up
crowd.
before their turn.
It's a 30-foot long
That's
wave,
true.
Yeah, that's all
correct?
of them.
So that's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I want to cast Tidal Wave on.
Unless you want to like hold your tidal wave for best side's turn.
No,
They're all
because
ripped up
Well,
already.
could
Yeah,
I
you-
hold
I don't want them to
my
get the chance to move away.
fireball?
Well, see, you
You
just
already
went to
cast
teleport.
vortex work.
No. Next turn, could I
Hold
hold
it for them? Yeah.
Hold a fireball for a tidal wave.
If you wanna hold.
They're
well, that,
all-
well, I feel like
Well,
at that
whatever,
point they're going to
just
split
do
up.
it.
So here's the deal. In order for the union to work, you either have to hold yours until their next turn.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
That's
Go
really
ahead.
the only way. That's the fastest.
Go
way
ahead.
to do
Just
it.
do
gonna-
it. Just do
They're
it.
gonna split up.
I'm going to do it so that we can just get. I just want to hit them all at once.
So
So
when you're on the same squad, you can do stuff.
Yeah,
Like that.
sad.
I don't know. Is there? I'm going to try to cheese some more stuff.
Okay.
But
you guys trying to do a squad action?
so yeah,
I have
as
to
like a
heal
squad
all
action, do you think?
But it only takes 2 to do a squad action. So
So like,
Hey, Len.
what would you like to do while he's casting tidal wave?
I am going
What is this?
to.
Your healing die. Roll
1d4 plus 1.
Oh, you gave him a potion?
Yes.
You got it.
Just pour it in my mouth and just like gargle.
I want you to roll it, man.
Okay.
That's a 4.
And
Ooh.
I have
Plus
my.
one?
yeah,
my-
5 then. Sick.
Yeah, I forget what it is.
Arcane archer thing?
Yes, the thing
Explosive
that,
arrow?
Yes, but also the thing that lets me do, not just double, but lets me shoot. Don't I have a thing that lets
Action
me do,
surge.
Yes, action.
So you can
surge.
attack 4 times.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So, and how many of your arcane shots do you want to use?
I have 2 total,
Okay.
so I'm gonna use 1.
You're gonna use one as what?
Yes.
What is it? Is it gonna be the shadow shot or the explosive
burst,
shot?
bursting arrow.
Bursting arrow. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Because
And
they're all gonna be
it's a-
lumped together.
What save is it?
it's dexterity save.
Okay, there are 2 squads here. I'm gonna roll 2 dex saves here. Oof. Captain squad fails. So does the other squad fail. Like, They both fail, so they're knocked prone. They take full damage, and you're gonna
Are they
do a
knocked
bursting
back
arrow
too?
and
Knocked
so, so here's the deal.
prone. Okay, hold on.
Everything hits because this is a squad action, and
Okay.
all of these are gonna take this damage.
Not knocked back, just knocked prone.
Action surge, just bunch, and then the last one that you pull back, you go. You hear the stretch of the thread, and it goes. Just very Breath of the Wild, like fuse being lit sound, following the arrow right through the air. As the very last arrow, you overdraw, pull back, and it explodes on impact. So there's this tidal wave that knocks everybody like up into the air for a moment because they're flowing and they're flying and they're flying. So they get knocked up into the air for a moment, almost like a volley, like a setup, and you just spike them, boom, 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 and explode them up in the air. As a big, it's amazing fucking move. It's cool as shit. Everybody just roll your damage. Everything hits. Just roll your full damage.
Yeah,
Like,
48. So that's
48 total.
No,
Yeah.
4d8.
Okay.
No, Jesus Christ. No, I
not that
no,
big.
I
You
got
got a natural 20 or something, or no?
Total damage is 50.
50 total damage.
God damn, I just did
That's
22.
everybody there. What'd you get?
I got 22.
22. Okay, everybody, you straight up like
72
brain
damage.
everybody that gets knocked up by the tidal wave. The only person that is standing within an inch of their life is the captain. Everyone else is completely destroyed.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna shoot my bonus action.
You got it. Disadvantage because they're prone.
At advantage, you mean?
At disadvantage because they're
Disadvantage.
prone.
Oh, what?
advantage is
And it's a
melee
ranged
attack.
attack.
Would it be part of
Oh,
the
shit.
squad?
Fuck
feel
it.
like
Yeah,
this is,
sure.
like,
Yeah, just straight
comic
roll.
justice
Just straight
for,
roll.
like,
That.
you're unlucky.
Because that was too fucking cool.
Every other session, you just
Wild. So
annihilate an
tidal
entire
wave like
encounter.
knocks them up.
Oh.
See, that's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
I'm
Skeet
trying to
shooters
shoot
and
these.
explodes and
And then when I
all
choose
And
these
then when you choose
Violence.
violence, you just destroy him.
and you see Maeve just rip them out, and
Machine
you're like,
gun.
cool, I can do that too. And you fire one arrow at the remaining one that's still breathing.
Like all of them fall over.
Yeah.
That one's still like.
Explosion just scatters
Just
them.
making sure I get. Okay, so
And
yeah.
one last arrow just.
Oh well.
No, it
damn.
just like hits it
What
in
did-
some like
what did you hit? Did you hit?
inconsequential
Yeah, I hit. It was an 18 plus 7, so
How much damage though?
that's gonna be 8 total.
That's exactly how much hit points they have. Yeah, that's
Wombo
fucking insane.
combo.
How often
okay.
has that happened?
So, my arrows,
not-
like,
not-
No,
No.
that's
It's-
crazy.
It was 40,
pretty gratifying.
28, and
Each.
52.
yeah.
The wombo
Yeah, that's
combo.
exactly how much damage they had.
Yeah,
Holy fucking
like-
shit. Okay.
If we ever want to
they're
like,
gone, they're gone, they're gone.
if we ever
Yeah,
want to destroy
so
something, just
D8
have Maeve and
plus-
Stjerne
so-
do it together.
so-
Yeah, for
three.
real.
The whole
And
two
then
squads are
the explosive
obliterated
one
by this squad
is
action.
2d6.
Absolutely insane. You see the fair, like,
Actually-
there's a hush, and then they're like, "Ah!" as you guys become like heroes for a moment because you obliterated them. In fucking sane. Cool, and you used an action to give him a potion. Correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you saved.
Len is alive.
Yes,
I just
Great. Got max healing too. So.
that's great.
So-
Awesome.
Lynn wakes up
Incursion.
just in
Back to
time
the top
see us
then.
absolutely.
Faye
I saved one
incursion.
person, so I
Heal yourself.
fulfilled my goal. Yeah.
Fey incursion.
Has that intimidation sunk in
That's
yet?
we're getting to that. You guys hear.
Because she was terrifying, and then
Much
she just
closer.
wiped out.
So you guys hear it much closer right now. It's like just beyond thing. There's like one on the next round. Something's coming through. Not this
Good.
coming round, but the next round something's coming through.
Bring
It's
it
gonna get
on.
fucked up.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm just
Well,
a
I guess
little
you're
gobby
still-
boy.
You are.
don't have any more.
Gonna put
You.
Yeah, he's
He's still prone, but he's not dead.
Nope.
I don't have any second level
no.
spells.
Well, thankfully, most
Because
of
I
us
use
are
them all on
bite size.
Vortex Swarm.
I might be dead on this
I
round.
have one more. Are you for real?
How much damage did you take?
No, I haven't taken damage,
So
but
the
if all
Captain
three of
Fairy
them
has
just
been knocked out. Let's move this over here so we're not making a big old puddle. Oh my god, that's okay. So
wanna
another
get a
fairy
napkin?
group. It does appear here. They don't move as fast as the captains, but they are a squadron that do appear on top of this stump as they fly through the mist. I didn't have enough time to really paint these the way I wanted to, but they look. But I'll fix them later.
Your little fairies are really cute.
Yeah, I like the unseelie fairies because they look like bugs. Bug. I like bugs. I like bugs. I like turtles. Okay, so
I think you mean tortoises.
like turtles.
Got it.
Tortoises. Cool. So we're gonna do their
Is that
thing
that
first.
kid at like
Yes.
that little
They're gonna
skirt-
cast
the
a
little
bunch of
skull kid or
spells.
whatever?
Yeah.
Yes. Bastion. One
They're
more
at-
wisdom saving throw.
they're like 80 feet.
120-foot range.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Stjerne, wisdom saving throw. Osfer, wisdom. Oh
Bitch,
no.
I got
Stjerne,
advantage.
wisdom saving throw. Maeve, wisdom saving throw. Bastion, wisdom saving throw.
Pip.
Actually, no Pips right there.
Yeah, well, I'm like,
Not,
Pip
not
is-
you, Bastion. Pip.
Makes
So
sense.
still me though?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I got advantage, so I should be.
Do I have advantage on this, or?
Why do you have advantage on wisdom? Oh, because you're
Clash
Clash Tar.
I have a bonus
Am I the
versus
only
charm.
one? that
Is it
doesn't
charm?
Is it a charm or it's not a
This is an
charm?
illusion. It's not a charm.
Oh,
Okay.
24.
24. That's a success. Nothing happens.
15.
15. That's a failure.
No.
Maeve.
I'm so bad at these every single fucking time.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 15. I always forget +1, right?
Wisdom
yeah, so
saving throw.
16.
16 just fails.
Oh, that's cool.
DC is 17. It's a hard one because this is a
I kick her off the palisade.
These guys are
This is
spellcasters.
palisade. I worked hard
so-
on this.
You guys become frightened of this squadron of fairies, meaning that you have disadvantage on all of your attacks as long as they are within line of sight.
Oh,
Okay? You also cannot willingly move closer to them. Also, at the end of each of your turns, you take psychic damage as the thing of your greatest fears enters your mind and causes you to go mad. Pip, what does Pip see at one of his greatest fears as this phantasmal killer enters your mind?
I think Pip sees. How deep do we want to go?
That's up to you. Entirely up to you.
Jesus.
Entirely up to you.
I think Pip. I think Pip sees for the first time since. Pip sees this familiar nightmare of the night their mom died.
Ooh. Like the flashbacks of like the blood and the screaming and
Yeah.
and it's like right for you, and you can see the person that gave you that scar gives you that scar again.
Yeah.
You can feel the pain of it. Cool. Dope. I'm gonna say so that happens at the end. No, so that on a failed save, the target becomes friends at the
Oh my
end.
god, cool trauma.
At the end of each of the
Sick
targets
trauma,
turned
man.
before the spell.
Yeah.
The target
to
must
refill
succeed
the-
on a wisdom saving throw or take.
The fog machine.
Oh, right. So actually, you don't take damage unless
That's
you
so
fail
awkward.
again. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
JK, you do take damage.
You tell me that she was
78 damage, please.
The target must take a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage. So yeah, I guess you have to do it again, but that's
On
what
your
you
turn.
still get frightened by that thing.
Yeah.
What does Maeve see?
Like fear?
Yeah, one of her greatest fears
Oh.
as this phantasmal killer enters your mind.
she is in a target, and they're all out of her size.
Have you thrown a fireball?
No.
Not yet.
It's
In game
Not yet.
ever? We've never seen you cast one.
No.
Okay.
it's
Can I throw a fireball? at
it's
these
my aunt just disapproving and saying
Disowning you.
yes, disowning me.
Ooh. And that emotional damage could manifest as psychic damage if you
Yes.
fail again. Awesome, cool. Ooh, yeah. As you you're like all of a sudden you're a child again, or you're younger, and you're more inexperienced, and you're smaller, and she's taller than you, and she's saying how she just she wished you had never been born, and she detests having to take care of you out of obligation. Ooh, ooh, that's some Victorian shit. I love it. Cool. Great. That is the end of because then the rest of these guys, they don't have another one of these, but they do have a spell they're gonna cast.
Are they moving closer?
They are. They're gonna move. The core. They're gonna move as fast as they can towards the palisade. I'm gonna. There's gonna be a thing thrown at the palisade. Palisade doesn't take any damage from that.
Yeah, because I'm
they got right up there. Great. They moved 30
arrows, and I'm kind of just like,
the fair.
do I just drop that?
Yeah,
fucking-
35. That's where they get.
Okay, cool. One's gonna throw a stone, misses, or actually just doesn't do enough damage. I don't think.
You could
No, it's
like
not doing
heal
damage.
Len.
Yeah, I'll probably end
Throw
up
'em
just
out.
doing that.
Healing word.
You
Oh, shit, I have to cast
are
it as
going
a
to get an
bonus action,
ability here.
Can you hold them up so I can cure them?
Damn, not enough. Doesn't hit you, especially with that palisade on you. As you just see this this sun seal tries to sear your mind with a gaze. It doesn't work. You see the Fae all look at you, Maeve, for a moment. All this whole squadron of just fairies just.
Wait, that was a saving throw, right?
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
That was a 20. I was looking at a
Okay, so
check.
you're not afraid.
But I am still thinking about it because I'm scared.
You're just really sad now.
I'm just really sad now.
Oh no.
I want to go
you
home.
don't take damage?
No. I was looking at my checks.
Maeve,
I
all the
was-
Fae,
it was
the
a saving
fairies
throw.
look at you.
Yeah, you're
they,
proficient.
I
kinda
have
cock
proficient.
their
I forgot I was
head,
proficient.
and then slowly turn to the sound of the fluttering. I wish I had this thing finished painting. I wish I was finished painting with it. I really wanted to be done with it.
Farron.
Okay, you're good.
Farron, right?
No, yeah, because there's no more squads.
Nope, we wiped them.
You wiped them the fuck out. Yeah, okay. The Farron go next. Barrage of arrows.
Probably at
Close
the
guys?
Close
closest to
guys.
the
Or at
wall.
the captains.
Actually, you know what they're going to do? Some of them are going to sally out, and they're going to take the fortification action because they're very, very close, and they're going to try to put a palisade here, because that's what they're going to try to do. Because they have had no luck shooting, and they're
Garbage.
They've been garbage at it. So they would never roll some fortification. So that's good. They do great. They did fantastic. They got an 18, a 16, and a 14 for fortification. So
Good
they get,
for them.
So another palisade gets put right
Yeah,
here.
like one of them is holding the bow backwards. One of them is like
One of them's like, how do I?
Snipes.
One of them's too strong. They just pull and break the bow. And they're like, oh.
one of them just straight up just throws it.
I'll throw
Manly.
like a
Like a
dart.
They throw the bow like a boomerang.
Look out below.
They're like
Like,
throwing
I
it.
want to sing, Monty Python. No, even
Stop
they were
the
good because they
music.
killed Patsy or whatever.
Yeah,
it
but
was.
it just turns out that they didn't train them at
Misty
all.
stepped
They're
down, too.
just
Okay,
Oh, bonus action?
Yep, Misty stepped down to him.
Right, because it's best side now.
Yep.
that side.
It looks
Cool.
like working together is more effective. Let's
Yeah.
aim for that group.
Okay.
Episode name: Bast understands the purpose of friendship.
Well, I've seen them now
Like,
twice, always
Yep. Always Sunny in Philadelphia music plays.
Okay.
The power of friendship.
Do we want to do the close by boys or the far away? Okay.
Len, you're alive. You want to stand up?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and be like, oh, fuck up.
Ooh, yeah,
What are you guys doing? You guys doing a squad thing?
I'll
yeah,
help him.
I'm doing a
Or
squad.
you want to move over them?
I was gonna
You
fireball
have
something.
half of your movement because you
So-
stood up. So how many? So that
Another
it gives
20
you
feet.
20.
Well,
Can
you
you
guys
get there?
could then group together in the middle, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be close enough that if you were all
Oh,
red-
right, because
I
all
still
of you
have
still have your movement.
Yeah.
If you guys want, yes, you do Red Rover together. Fantastic.
Send Bastion on over.
Pip
Yeah,
just
I'll
stands
throw-
on
I'll
their
throw
Send
daggers.
shoulders.
Faye incursion on over.
I'll throw daggers with them.
Okay.
Probably disadvantage.
Yeah. But okay, cool. So what are you guys doing?
I'm
Let's
a
get role play with it.
fireball.
You're gonna just straight up throw a fireball? Okay, cool.
Eldritch Blast
Eldritch Blast.
and Tentacle Whip.
Okay, cool. So here's what's gonna happen. You like charge up this fireball, and you throw your daggers. You can throw two. Two. So you throw two daggers, and they
you should throw 'em through the
flank the moat of fire that's passing through. So there's like two daggers just flanking and spinning along this moat of fire, so that when this fireball does explode, it'll heat the metal of the daggers and like sear through whatever it's trying to throw it. As
superheated dagger
the
cut
Eldritch
through an orange.
Blast, it like just kicks back. Well, you have two, right?
Yep.
So the Eldritch Blast just push the daggers faster. They just sit behind the daggers and just act as like rocket propulsion behind the daggers. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna go down to a dexterity saving throw, and if they fail, everything hits. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, the combo move made little sun dogs.
That's a 2 on the
Sun
die.
dogs.
Yeah.
So everything hits. Go ahead.
That
That's
was
what they call it,
trash.
Like the sun, and then there's like the around the sides. Those are sun dogs.
Hell yeah.
I thought you just came up with a cute name. I didn't know there was a thing.
Yeah, it's called sundogs. They're also called umbral somethings. I'm sorry? Perihelions, yeah.
How do you all just know
Ooh.
this shit?
We like
Got some
to watch
smarties
science
up in here.
documentaries a lot.
Hell yeah.
Shut up, nerd.
I just my brain
27
keeps
total
this
for me.
information.
27
and doesn't
total
remember
damage?
names.
For me.
For 2 Eldritch Blasts?
And a Tentacle Whip.
Brain remembers
Oh right,
what
okay,
it
okay.
was.
Yeah, so like there
That makes
was
more sense.
okay, cool. So how I'm gonna roll for that? It's like one of the
3,
fairies almost
6,
dodges out of the way, and a
9,
tentacle just
12,
grabs them and keeps them in there, and they're like,
throws
"Ah!"
them in.
and they scream at the last moment as the thing impacts and explodes. Cool,
27, 20,
dope.
21.
20s? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Jesus.
I
Would you
got
get
a 17.
17 for the 2 daggers?
Well-
Yeah.
And how much for the fireball? 8d6. Because they all failed. So
29.
Real answer is it's
29?
They reckon an
No,
obscure
28,
Russian.
sorry.
28. Okay, so real quick, it's 30, 44,
And I looked it up because I had
64,
to,
Never leave.
72
No, I know it. I like
points
that.
of
That's
damage,
right.
guys.
I'm with
You wipe
Better
this squadron
science
out.
documentaries or
Just
Hollywood
they show up,
videos?
they cast some spells, and you wipe them the fuck out. As they like it explodes, and you see 2 with big old perforations in their chests with like heated daggers passed through, and like limbs just gone where Eldritch Blasts exploded. There's just nothing but like a bloody, seared mess just on that stump. The stump looked like it was like a coliseum and a bunch of people died on it. It looks like, or like a printer exploded on it instead of toner.
Pip's
blood
like, we're all
and
like
all this
doing
other-
fist bumps, and Pip's like,
Jumping.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You like raise your fist. I'm just like,
You're
Lan's like, what? What did these do? Oh, it's just that bowl of sponge juice.
I like punch you in the arm.
down. Pip falls over.
Okay, cool. That was best side.
Yep.
Moss Squad.
Are there? What's left to attack?
Just those. I kind of. The only thing I have in my brain is I was just gonna do like Ice Knife followed up with another arrow. I don't really have anything in tandem. I just used up both of my 3rd level spells.
I'm a little scared about what's coming.
Far away
I still got plenty of 2nd levels in
from my
first level,
range
so.
stuff. I mean, I've only got 80 feet. Is that
Oh yeah.
80 feet from me to there?
I keep reaching for it, and Adam beats me to the punch.
70.
Oh, okay. Then I'm in range. Then
I just wanna.
What are you guys doing? Are you guys doing a squad action?
I'm just gonna shoot my arrow.
group attack.
Okay.
with the-
Yeah, just squad attack that squadron.
Squad attack, just like a bunch of attacks, just a volley of like arrows.
Yeah,
and
pretty
stuff.
much. There's no like combos or
You
whatever.
got you just guys go and just pull as many.
Yes.
things
Yeah,
as
I'm
you
just
can.
shooting
Cool,
both
cool,
my
cool.
arrows and just
Let's
like
everybody roll their first attack, and we'll average it to see if and then that way I can
Nat
make it
20.
easy. You're done. You're done. Done. Everybody roll double damage. Everybody fucking do it. I'm
Shit,
done.
for real?
I'm done. Yeah, for real. Fucking done with this. Unless
do it.
either of you roll a natural one. Somebody roll. You guys roll d20 real quick. Both of you.
Oh god.
Cancel out.
Oh,
No, I did not roll a
You
natural.
have
That was
you have
cocked.
lucky,
That was
though.
cocked. That was cocked.
Okay.
It was not a 1. It was a 19.
Okay. Well, you're also a halfling. You can't really roll a 1.
Yeah, essentially.
I rolled so a 13 plus.
You're fine. So everybody
plus
roll
9.
double damage on everything you're about to do.
All right.
Like if you guys are
I'm
just
so.
double damage?
double the
or-
dice. So you
Double
double all of the
dice.
dice because you got a natural 20.
Okay, so if my damage is a d8 plus dex,
You just double the amount of dice that
Dice.
are rolled, and then add the plus.
So
after
2d8 plus
okay,
whatever.
got it.
I assume you're doing your starry form shot and
Ice knife.
that's
so
a
my
dexterity saving throw.
On a hit, it's so since it hit, it's still gonna take
Nice.
my
The explosions, the
2d10.
It's fine. It's fine. Just do full damage. Just do full
Okay,
damage.
cool.
These guys were already hit too.
Yeah, they didn't.
Do you want me to
They
do?
rolled bad.
Do you want me to
on
do
their
46 on that explosion?
Everything, all of the dice that you are rolling at all right now
Okay.
are doubled because you did a squad action.
28.
28 points of damage.
With the palisade, no, I just get +1, so 29.
29. Okay, 29.
You guys get +2.
Oh yeah.
I should really build more of these things. They're super useful.
27.
27 total for you.
Kensei shot coming in clutch.
Jesus Christ.
38.
38. Okay.
56.
I honestly
Yeah,
had
plus
to
27
re-roll mine
is
because I forgot what
56.
numbers I rolled.
Plus 30 is 86. Plus 8
96.
is 90. No, 94.
94.
94 damage,
Y'all
you
are
guys get
crap.
obliterate. So you just hear, and there's just ice shards going everywhere, and daggers and arrows, and they just get perforated like pincushions, and all of them are gone, completely gone. There's nothing left on the battlefield as you hear, as the mist parts, as there's a big gale, and a massive, we're talking about a gargantuan size creature, massive dragonfly with a saddle on its back, like perches up and flies, hovers back and forth, and you see on the saddle, perched up, sitting with its chin high, the Eladrin that just says to you in Sylvan, so no accent, and looks at you. The thousandth deal has been broken. The seals are gone. Open the gates of the Fae and let loose the bugs of war. Speak, creature of ancestors. And then that's where we're going to end it.
What?
You're too powerful. You need to be stopped.
Yeah, apparently.
Actually, you guys would probably just kill whenever it comes like
The
to-
1000th
Yeah, literally,
deal
I
is
heard the big
broken.
fluttering. I was like, "There's no way we
Deal has been
don't mess
broken.
this shit up immediately."
Open the gates of the
The
Fae.
seals,
The seals have
the
been
seals are gone. Let loose the gates, or open the gates of the Fae and let loose the bugs of war. And this is a mass. I wish I had. I don't want to show you the mini because it's not done being painted yet, but it is dope as shit. And it does have an actual saddle on it. It looks so fucking cool.
That's so cool.
Oh my god.
Can't wait.
It's cool.
Not.
Awesome, guys.
Didn't use a single key point.
And on that note, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you guys for checking in. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon and check us out on all those social medias that we may or may not use. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, all that jazz. Check out Dice of Ages, patreon.com/Dice of Ages. And as always, stay safe out there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, internet friends.